have spots around the track where athletes can hang out with their teammates between events. In Austin Metcalf's case, he was with his twin brother and teammates under a tent, according to police. So this rainstorm comes in and it delays the track meet. Witnesses say another athlete who wasn't on Metcalf's team stood under Metcalf's tent. The name of that athlete was Karmelo Anthony.
Karmelo Anthony, class of 2025, Centennial High School, Frisco, Texas.
This is video of Karmelo Anthony mic'd up for a football tournament for Carolina Sports District on YouTube. Now, Anthony and Metcalf, they were both football stars at their high schools. Metcalf was actually taking some pretty big recruiting visits, and he planned to play at the next level. Anthony also posted on social media that he was receiving scholarship offers, and he planned to play college football. So you know a little bit more about them now. And you have this rainy day at a track meet, and people were looking for cover from the rain. So Anthony goes under Metcalf's tent, according to police, and at some point, the two of them get into a confrontation. According to witnesses, Metcalf told Anthony to leave his team's tent. And at that point, Anthony allegedly reached into his bag and said something along the lines of, "Make me." Now, here is what Austin's twin brother told WF.
Yo, Shadow, what up? Slim, what up? I see y'all, man. Just keep doing y'all thing. Keep doing y'all thing. I'm about to tap in a minute. Let's get it rolling. Hit the like, share the stream. Lim, what up? I see you, yo.
FAA television.
There was. Appreciate them likes, y'all. Keep running them up. Keep running them up. We here, man. We here for the day. Salute.
Here, Anthony allegedly reached into his bag and said something along the lines of, "Make me." Now, here is what Austin's twin brother told WFAA television.
There was this kid.
Gio, you already know the most aggravating chat, man. Let's go.
And said something along the lines of, "Make me." Now, here is what Austin's twin brother told WFAA television.
There was this kid, before I knew his name now, this kid was sitting under our tent at track. We asked him to move. He started getting...
Shadow, my bro, what's up with it, man? What's up with it? Y'all give me a minute. I'm about to get to it. Salute to everybody. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. We're going to get to it, man. Get all the way locked in. I just couldn't wait no longer, man. Before I went live, I had to hurry up. Get it going.
Aggressive and talking reckless. And my brother stepped in and said, "You need to move." He's like, "Make me move." Austin grabbed his backpack. This kid, I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab.
Police say Metcalf then went to move Anthony from under the tent. And at that point, Karmelo Anthony allegedly pulls out a knife and stabs Metcalf in the chest.
What you mean he went to move him? This not your job to move him.
I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab.
Police say Metcalf then went to move Anthony from under the tent. And at that point, Karmelo Anthony allegedly pulls out a knife and stabs Metcalf in the chest. Metcalf died in his twin brother's arms. Now, what Anthony allegedly did next could be very critical in this trial. So Anthony allegedly ran to another part of the track after stabbing Metcalf. And when police arrived, the first officer to make contact with Anthony wrote in the arrest report that he asked Anthony to put his hands in the air. Then Anthony allegedly said, quote, "I was protecting myself." The officer also said that Anthony told him, quote, "He put his hands on me." And when the officer said he had Anthony in custody, the teen allegedly said, quote, "I'm not alleged, I did it." Police say Karmelo Anthony ditched the knife and ran before he was arrested by officers who noted in their reports that Anthony was hysterically crying when he was arrested, and he asked if Metcalf would be okay. Now, a critical piece of evidence in this case also is going to be surveillance footage. It exists. The Frisco Independent School District has video from a camera that was mounted on the stadium where this track meet was happening, and it allegedly captures the moment that Austin Metcalf was killed. Now, the school district did not release a copy of this video to the public, but it allowed a group of reporters in Dallas to see it. And WFAA television was one of the stations that got their eyes on this video. And they say the video, it's a wide angle shot of the stadium, and you can somewhat see the incident in the small left corner of the screen. The television station writes, quote, "It's difficult to determine how many people are present or what exactly is happening at the tent." Now, Anthony is expected to argue that he had to stab Austin Metcalf in self-defense. Now, I spoke with Texas attorney Bridget Williams about self-defense cases in Texas and what you have to prove. And she says that Anthony may have an uphill battle making that argument.
But what I would say is that he doesn't necessarily have a very strong argument there for self-defense. Hopefully his defense counsel has something that they're going to be talking about in trial that we haven't heard yet. But based off of just what the law is right now, you have, as self-defense, you have to bring equal force to whatever it is that is assaulting you or that you are presented with. So if someone is pushing you, you don't necessarily have the liberty to go back and shoot them with a gun or stab them with a knife, right? Equal force for pushing would be back with your hands, right? That is equal force. And so it rises above equal force for what we would consider for self-defense on paper.
Now, at the same time, you have Karmelo Anthony allegedly telling police that he felt threatened. And the prosecution is going for first-degree murder in this case, meaning they believe this was premeditated.
Yes, I think that's a great point. And those are the issues and the matters that the defense counsel will be raising, because those things are up to interpretation, right? And that's what's best for a trial setting. So again, on paper, it's supposed to be equal force. But when you move forward to a trial, the defense counsel is going to be discussing how he felt that this was in fact equal. This was the reason why he felt that he needed to do this in order to save his life, or why he felt it was necessary in order for him to walk away alive. So he had to do this, otherwise he didn't feel like he would have been able to walk away.
Anthony was initially held on $1 million bond. But then the judge in this case, less than 2 weeks after Karmelo Anthony was arrested, lowered his bond to $250,000, and Karmelo Anthony was able to make that. So he has been out of jail as this case has moved forward to a trial. This is video per WFAA of Anthony walking free. He has been required to wear a GPS monitor and be on house arrest, and he's also had to check in with the court weekly since he posted that bond. But when that bond was lowered, it took the attention surrounding this case, frankly, the tension surrounding this case, to a new level. The judge in this case received threats online. You have had people, both supporters of Karmelo Anthony, but also supporters of Austin Metcalf, going at each other online. We are expecting to see demonstrations outside the courthouse for this trial. And in the wake of his release from jail last year, Karmelo Anthony's family held a news conference talking about how they had been the victim of threats. This is Karmelo's mom per KDFW.
In wake of this tragic incident, our family has been under attack. Whatever you think what happened between Karmelo and the Metcalf boys, my 3 younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened, harassed, and lied about.
Now, one thing I remember from that news conference is not just the tension of people who are looking at this case and they have an opinion about what happened, but also there has been a lot of tension between the families of Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf, which certainly, when you think of the stakes of this case, when you think of the life that was lost, you understand that. But at that same news conference, Jeff Metcalf, who is Austin's dad, showed up and stood in front of cameras in sunglasses until he had to be escorted out. This is per KTVT. Now, all of this took place last year. The death of Austin Metcalf, this news conference, the posting of the bond. But now here in 2026, we are on the verge of a divisive and potentially explosive trial getting underway. Join us now outside the courthouse in Collin County, Texas, where this trial is slated to take place. Cody Thomas from Court TV. Always good to see you, Cody. Thanks for being with us. There's been a lot of talk about a lot of the tension in the community surrounding this case going back to last year. And I know there's some tight restrictions as far as what we can do as media when it comes to covering this case and what type of access there's going to be. You're outside the courthouse. I know jury selection's going on. Just set the mood for us. Like, what does it look like out there right now?
Yeah, Chris, always great to be with you, my friend. It's a lot slower than I expected here today. Of course, it is a jury selection day and it is a little early in the morning, but we haven't seen many demonstrators. In fact, as I'm looking now, I only see maybe 5 to 7 of them starting to congregate away from the courthouse, maybe about 100 yards or so away from the courthouse, because again, they've set a bunch of rules because of how emotionally charged this case is and how impactful it is to this community down here for both sides, each party, Austin Metcalf and Karmelo Anthony. Of course, you know, the blatant optics of the case here, we have a young black kid stabbing a young white kid, so that automatically across this country causes, you know, some polarization among the people who have taken this case in. And of course, that has brought about this tension here. But the judge has laid down some ground rules inside this courtroom. I mean, you can't bring in any electronics. We can't live stream it. You can't record anything. Even us as media can be in the courtroom, but we can only have electronics for note-taking purposes. You can't wear any clothing that suggests any sentiment toward either side. The judge really laying down the law out here, and there's barricades around some of the courthouse steps. But again, Chris, out here, it's pretty slow today. There's no sign of Karmelo or Austin Metcalf's family right now, but I'm sure we'll get some more of that as this week picks up, as opening statements are expected to get underway tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and I mean, I just remember back to when Carmelo Anthony's bond was brought down to $250,000. He was able to post that. He's been on house arrest and he's been on a GPS monitor ever since. But the judge had received threats as well. I mean, there's just so much of this case that has played out kind of in the internet world along political lines. There's a lot of dynamics, and it's going to be interesting to see if any of that actually makes its way into the courtroom. I know you talked about the jury selection process, which is going on right now, opening statements potentially slated for tomorrow, but there's like a lot of potential jurors that they're going to be going through in this trial.
Absolutely, Chris. I actually just found out about a half hour ago. I mean, they said they started with a pool of about 600 potential jurors, and I can imagine how much of a tall task that it could be to try to find an impartial jury. I mean, as many headlines as this case has garnered and how politically charged it's become, how racially charged it's become, people have their opinions on things like this. I mean, we see it every day when we turn the TV on. And now I've learned that they've whittled down from 600 down to about 250. That's what the media liaison told me inside the courtroom. I was in there for about an hour earlier before coming back out here. He was giving me kind of a rundown of where we are. Of course, jury selection started 2 days ago on Monday, and now we're here on Wednesday. And he says if things go as expected, if they're able to get that impartial jury and seat one today, opening statements expected tomorrow. But who knows? It could bleed into tomorrow with jury selection. It could bleed into the rest of this week. I mean, we've seen jury selections last for multiple days, weeks at a time in certain cases that we've covered here, Court TV and Law and Crime. So, but they are trying to stay on schedule and get those opening statements done or started by tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, you just think about how many people they are going through and just the process to get down to that small amount who will eventually determine how this trial goes. Just from the people right now, I know you talked about just about 5 to 7 people outside the courthouse and potentially, especially when you think of opening statements, I mean, there could be a lot of people just with all the tension that we've been talking about related to this case. But what are you seeing out there right now, just as far as like these protesters, potentially, supporters, whoever they may be, of what they're doing?
Yeah, so I'm looking over, as I look to my right over here now, it seems like the crowd's grown to maybe 10, 12, maybe going on 15 people. It looks like I see some signage that may say Black Lives Matter, so I assume they're in support of Karmelo's side of what's going on. I haven't seen any other protest groups, but I did learn from one of the media outlets that was here earlier this week that there was a demonstration for people in support of Karmelo, and then there was a demonstration for people in support of Austin Metcalf's family and that side of the situation. And he was saying that, this was earlier this week, a couple days ago, that the tension seemed a little high and that he thought something might happen out here. I don't know if they were yelling back at each other, but he said one side.
Y'all know how things, I hate to say this. I hate to be a negative Nelson, right? But I expect the worst in this case. I'm not expecting a favorable outcome in this case. I'm not gonna lie. Do I hope for one? Yes, of course. Am I preparing myself for the opposite? Yes, of course. And I just suggest everybody do the same. Prepare yourself mentally so that way if you do react, it will be logically and not emotionally, Cases like this cause divide in the country. You got people that, let's just be 100% honest. We live in America. The hate is real for each other, amongst each other. And we just, oh my gosh. Just getting ready for another one. Do I want to see this young man be able to walk? I feel like this. I'm going to say the same thing I said yesterday. If Child, he should get the same consequence as Rick Child got. So whatever happened in Rick Child's case, which is actually 10 times worse because nobody assaulted Rick Child. Nobody attacked Rick Child. But I don't know. I'm hoping for the best, preparing for the worst. So I'm gonna just leave it at that when it comes to that. Shout out to y'all though, man. We're not gonna get all depressed and be all down and all in the dumps today. Is this good news? No. Somebody gotta tell it. You know what I'm talking about? We gotta talk about it. We gotta be well aware of what's going on out here. Anyway, we're going to get into this real quick. Shout out to y'all, man. The most aggravating chat in the game, the most appreciated chat in the world, man. I appreciate y'all. What's going on? I see y'all. Keep running them likes up. Please keep running them likes up. Share the stream. Share the stream. Share it on your socials. Share it to your friends. Tell a friend, tell a friend. We're going to ride out, guys. We're not going to be here for a long time, but we're going to have to try to have a good time in the meantime. Just give me half a second, please. I see y'all in there. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the, man, I appreciate all the mods, all the new mods, everybody that reached out and had interest in playing a position and helping out. I mean, I just appreciate you guys, man. I thank everybody. Everybody who just shows up, period. Just any kind of support, any kind of backing, period. Just showing up, man. Even if you're not a mod, just staying active in that chat, just showing up, sharing the streams, hitting the likes and all that kind of stuff, man. I appreciate that. And even just telling the other people who watch, man, hit the like button. They don't come. Man, thank y'all for that, bro. Thank y'all for that, for the interaction, for everything, man. Let me show some love to the chat real quick before we get into it. I need to cut my goddamn fingernails, man. This shit is horrible. X said, what's up, man? He says, him being an honorable student and young man, that might get him a lesser charge. Oh, man, bro. Shadow says, Spark, Blunt, Wake and Bake. Ruminati, what's up with it, Shadow? Let's go. Anonymous says, this case, the opposite of OJ trial. This is going to set back community and relations, but we family here. Yeah, this is crazy, bro. This is one of them ones. Tensions get to flaring. People say, people start using languages that they might not normally use and using slurs and stuff that they might not normally use. Bro, I just ask everybody to remain logical. Don't get in your feelings, bro. Don't get in your feelings. Don't let nobody get a rise about you. You know what I'm talking about? If it ain't your girl. But shout out to y'all, man. C. Keller, first time here. What up? What's up, C. Keller? Shout out to you. Joski, what up with it? Joski said, man, facts. It's a bad time to be on the black end of anything racially charged. These racist people got a battery in their backs right now. Gio Roman says, double tap that screen is free. It definitely is, man. X says, I think he's done. Oh, he wasn't being attacked. What's up with it, X says? Shout out to you. Anonymous says, an all-white jury is not in favor or going to help him. Prayers to all. I love you all. Man, that's what it, see? Slim says, I'm not going to put my thoughts out there, but I agree with Rumor. Yeah, man, I just, man. Man, you know? Sometimes that's all you can say. Sometimes you say it with your head down and a tear falling out your face. It's, but damn, it's, I don't know. It's crazy, bro. X said, what's up with it, bro? Lim, what's up with it, bro? Anonymous, I see you. Mike from the Ville, I see you. Shadow, I see you. Slim Jones, who? Slim Jones. Geo Roman, what up with it, bro? Hey, man, we had the watch party last night, man. Well, we thank y'all for everybody that came out to the watch party, man. It wasn't nothing major. We just were being communal. We congregated and watched the playoffs game one as the Knicks went and did their thing. You know, we had a nice little crowd for the duration. People was in and out. Shout out Miss Duval was in there. Jenny from the block was in there. Mel's was in there. Mike from the Ville was in there. Who else was in there? Anom was in there. Gio Roman was in there. I wasn't in there. I wasn't doing shit. I left and kept coming. I was watching ice skating, but everybody else was watching the playoffs, and that shit was fire, and I heard them having fun, and I just kept coming back in. I was like, ice skating is way better, but you know what I'm saying? It was cool, though. It was cool, man. Shout out to everybody who came through, man. Game 2, we will be doing the same. I appreciate everybody who was okay with us postponing movie night for what we had to take care of, man. The finals, let's go, man. Shout out to the Knicks. I talked shit. I said the Knicks will never be NBA champions. First of all, I was wrong because they were already NBA champions before, but I should have worded it. They will never be NBA champions again. I was wrong. I said that in the interview with, WBA champion, light heavyweight champion Danielle Perkins. I had an interview with her, boxing champion. We had a little discussion about the Knicks, and I downed them. I talked shit. They won. But listen, on the internet here, I picked the Knicks. Yesterday I said it. Knicks 4-2. The Knicks gonna win in 6. But against my uncles, when it comes to the family, they love the Knicks. I try to shut them down. I talk shit. I've been booing them, shitting on them forever. It looks like it might be their time, man. It looks like it might be their time. It might be their time. But, wow, Gio Roman say Spurs in 5. Yeah, you said, Mike for the Ville say, let's go Knicks. Anon said, we was cutting up last night. X says the young man should have swallowed his pride and walked away. Bro, I agree. There's always a better way to handle things. But you can't touch me. During this video we were watching, which we are watching under the Fair Use Act. Everything we are watching is under the Fair Use Act for education, entertainment, research, satirical, and commentary purposes only. The host said Austin took it upon himself to try to remove Karmelo somewhere up in there. That's not your job, young man.
Bridget Williams about self-defense cases in Texas. Now, how many people corner of the screen? The television station writes, quote, it's difficult to determine how many people are present or what exactly is happening at the tent. Now, Anthony is expected to argue that he had to stab Austin Metcalf in self-defense. Now, I spoke with Texas attorney Bridget Williams about self-defense cases in Texas and what you have to prove. And she says that Anthony may have an uphill battle making that argument.
But what I would say is that
we just watched this. I'm not going to play this same one again, but I will show a video of a lawyer basically saying the same thing. And this isn't a race thing, guys. You know, not the way I'm displaying it. I'm just showing you. This is a black defense attorney and a white defense attorney are going to basically be saying the same thing. This is possibly an uphill battle for this young man, bro.
My name is Randy Zellin. I am a criminal defense attorney. I have been practicing for 38 years. I am a former prosecutor, and I have been an adjunct professor at Cornell University School of Law. First of all, when we're talking about justification, self-defense, what I am saying as a defendant is that I had a reasonable belief that someone was going to immediately hurt me that is justification against ordinary force. Now, up that ante. If I use deadly force on someone, if I kill someone, and my defense is self-defense or justification, the jury has to be not convinced, if you will, by the government that I acted reasonably, that I reasonably believed that I was about to be killed. And as a result of that reasonable belief that I was about to be killed, I killed first. I killed in self-defense. So the first issue I see here, from what we know, this was a verbal altercation where it almost seems like the defendant was provoking the incident himself by allegedly saying, "Touch me and see what happens," as he's reaching into a bag. And then apparently he was touched. Touching someone is not deadly force. You cannot meet deadly force. You cannot stab someone in the chest and kill them because they touch you. They've got to be coming at you with a knife. They've got to be coming at you with a gun. They've got to be coming at you with a metal pipe to split your head open. You can't be justified in killing someone with a knife and stabbing them in the chest if they were not about to immediately use deadly force on you. Then now take the opposite end. We see at the beginning whether or not the defendant was justified, and at the end we see something called consciousness of guilt. The fact that he fled the scene, to me, cuts against a self-defense, a justification defense, because if I acted innocently and I just stabbed someone because I thought they were going to kill me, I don't think I would run. So I don't think that the defendant's sense was reasonable, that he was about to be killed, nor do I think his behavior afterwards is consistent, is equally unreasonable from the standpoint of behaving like someone who was innocent.
This defense attorney is trying to fry this man like you the prosecution. This is why I say, that's why I said what I said. Just don't, you can hope for the best, but just be prepared. Be prepared for an outcome that you may not want to hear.
I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. Within the last hour, a jury has been chosen to decide the closely watched murder trial of Karmelo Anthony.
More than 500 people were on the list of potential jurors, but the jury will not include anyone who is black, despite this case being racially charged. Fox 4's Alex Boyer joining us now. Alex.
That's where the question is posed, will he get a fair trial? That is where the question is posed, right? Will he get a fair trial? Is it fair for anybody of any race to be tried totally by a collective of 12 people that looks nothing like them? I don't know. I mean, this is subjective. I'm just gonna say, in my eyes, there's no right or wrong. There is a right or wrong answer in my eyes, but I'm gonna leave it subjective to you. And I'm open to other people's opinions, as long as you keep it respectful, right? You can have your thoughts about the case. You can have your views. You can even have your mind made up. You can express it. Just keep it respectful. This is not an echo chamber. We don't have to agree. We just have to be able to coexist. But yeah, this young man is literally fighting for his life now because this is going to be a strong case against him. And I personally, this is my personal opinion, feel that with no black jurors on the case at all, with lawyers already breaking the case down and everybody, it seems like everybody already has their mind made up just based on race. Just based on race. If you're black, you want them free. If you're not black, you want them to go serve life in prison. If you want him to serve life in prison, but you were happy about the outcome of the Rick Child case, I think you're a hypocrite. I think you're prejudiced and unfair. But that's just my opinion. But let's continue.
Potential jurors, but the jury will not include anyone who is black, despite this case being racially charged. Fox 4's Alex Boyer joining us now. Alex.
Hey guys, good evening. That's right. And I can tell you that a court spokesperson confirmed that there are indeed no black jurors on this panel. And I can tell you that before this jury panel was seated, the defense objected to 3 black women being struck by the prosecution. Now, the prosecution contended that it was due to the fact that the women were educators, noting that this incident happened at a school function with young students. The defense then pointed out that those were three of those were 100% of the available black jurors in what's called the strike zone, adding that the state struck all 3. The judge went out and reviewed their questionnaires and came back and said that the defense's challenge to the 3 jurors being dismissed was denied. The judge said the court found that the state had non-racial means to strike the jurors. Now, background. Karmelo Anthony, 17 at the time, is accused of fatally stabbing 17-year-old Austin Metcalf last year at a Frisco ISD track meet. Anthony was reportedly sitting under a tent for a school that he did not attend. Witnesses say the two got into an argument and Anthony stabbed Metcalf in the chest. Metcalf died in his twin brother's arms. Police said that Anthony told them he acted in self
in your arms tonight.
Defense. Now, this case has become racially charged, fueled in large part by online speculation, rumors, and misinformation. On Wednesday, attorneys for both sides got an hour and 45 minutes to question the reduced poll of these potential jurors. They were questioned on their views on a variety of topics, including race, how they felt about serving on this case, and if they would hold it against the defendant if he chose not to testify on his own behalf. The defense also tried to gauge if the potential jurors would be uncomfortable giving Anthony a lower sentence if there is a guilty verdict. I talked to a jury consultant about the process so far.
It's an excellent team on both sides. I believe Bill Worski has, he's a veteran prosecutor. He's tried some very high-profile cases. And then Toby Shook has been both a prosecutor and a criminal defense attorney. And then Mike Howard is an excellent criminal defense attorney as well. And they, along with the DA, it's going to be a very well-tried case.
And I did speak with Allison Richardson before the jury was sat, so I did not have a chance to ask her about these late-breaking developments. Now, this high-profile case continues to draw supporters and spectators to the Collin County Courthouse. We saw another group of folks demonstrating at the entrance of the courthouse this afternoon. We expect that to continue throughout the trial, which the judge hopes to have wrapped up by the end of next week. And I can tell you that 19-year-old Karmelo Anthony was in court today for the proceedings. He was wearing a suit with a tie and a purple shirt, which is also the color many of his supporters have been wearing. He did take some notes during the proceedings. I can also tell you that there does appear to be some minorities on this jury panel. Again, however, none of them are African American. Opening statements begin tomorrow at 9 a.m. Back to you.
Okay, Alex Boyer in Frisco, thanks.
was the prosecution, their table was to the left, the defense.
Hold on. Shout out to the New York Post. Shout out to Fox 4 Dallas Fort Worth. Shout out to Law and Crime Network. And now also shout out to Neek at Night. This video is titled This video is entitled Karmelo Anthony Jury Selection Bombshell. She was live there on the scene. As we have heard, there are no cameras allowed in the courtroom. Salute to her for live on the scene coverage.
Fence table.
I see you guys in the chat. I'm going to come show some love in a second, guys. Super duper salute to you all. Thank you all. Keep running the likes up. 5 more will get us to 20. Let's get the likes up, guys. Share the stream if you haven't. It's the RUMORNATI Network, streaming live from a tent in the woods in Wyoming. Let's go.
I mean, the prosecution's table was to the right. The defense was to the left. It was about 4 on each side. And the first thing, like I said, I noticed was Karmelo Anthony. He was shook. You could tell he was shook. Like, he didn't know, like, oh my God, like, what's going on? He had on a navy blue suit and he had a navy blue tie. And from looking at the screen, I couldn't tell if his shirt was either a light pink or a light lavender, but I could tell it wasn't white. It looked like it was like a very light pink or very light lavender. His hair was cut, so he has a very, very, very low cut. I don't know if you call it a fade, if it's not like faded on the sides. I'm not really versed in that, but I just know that it was a very low, maybe number 1. What's a number 1? All the way down? He had like a number 1 or well, anyways, he had a very low cut all the way around, edged up. And with his hair cut very low, he looks very little, like very, very scrawny and little. He looks like a kid. Like, a lot of the jurors mentioned that he looked like a child as well. And the prosecution wanted to know if, because of his age, would they have a problem with sentencing him? And a lot of jurors said because he looks like a child, they would not feel comfortable sending him away for the rest of his life. There were several people who made those statements. There were several people who made statements based on they don't know if they can send a brother to jail. It was a black man. I'm like, whoa, I mean, they want you to be honest, but good Lord, like, what are you doing? They're going to kick you off the jury. But anyways, so there was like 2 African-American men that I remember basically saying that they wouldn't feel comfortable sending an African-American man to jail. And the prosecution was just vetting, like, even if you heard the evidence, even if, this or that, would you be able to decide based on facts? And there was a couple of people who were like, no. And then people who were not even African-American, I feel like the majority, I only heard 2 black voices that I can recall. But, a voice is just a voice. It could have been other black people on the jury. By voice, I could tell that it was at least 2 that I heard speak. Every single juror did not speak. There was 449 people in that room. The prosecution made sure that we basically knew that, listen, it's a lot of y'all in here. Everybody's not going to be able to speak. And one of the first things he said was, I want you guys to speak up. And the people that speak up the most, just being honest, like, y'all probably ain't going to be the ones that make it on the jury, but I want to know how y'all are feeling. So he kind of came off joking. He was very likable. The prosecution, I'm talking about his charisma. Like, he had a lot of charisma. He was making a lot of jokes. And it was a stark contrast from the judge. So the judge, when everything first started, I think he asked the jurors, like, if there was anything that they had to say or something along those lines. And one juror stood up. It was I don't know if his race matters, but it was a white guy. He stood up and he said that he forgot that he had a subpoena. And he was like, oh, hey, I forgot that I had a subpoena. And the judge was like, I don't care about your subpoena. Sit down. And I was like, ooh, that was kind of rude. He was rude. The judge was rude. And the guy was like, oh, he sat down. So when the prosecutor came up, it was a huge contrast because he came off likable. He talked about, his background. He was making jokes. He was coming off like understanding. And he was the type of person that, if you committed a crime and they get you in that interrogation room, oh, it's okay. just tell me what happened. You know, he gave off like, oh, tell me how you feel. Like, yeah, we just want to know. But it's like, you telling him exactly how you feel is going to get you kicked off, or it could be the thing that sends you to jail. But he came off like one of those type of people that, you know, he can get people talking and warm up to him. And that's what he was doing, like getting a lot of the jurors warmed up and expressing how they truly felt. And I'm going to go over everything that I wrote later on, but just to point out some of what's happened today. Let's go. Okay, so the prosecution, I wrote a note and I said, the judge is extremely rude. I said, he's extremely rude. Karmelo is extremely nervous. He's breathing, taking deep breaths, and he's looking around. Then the prosecution came up. His name was Dewey Mitchell. He was at a table where it was 4 of them, including him. And he said that he was the assistant district attorney. He said he came from a little town and what we're doing today. The judge spoke about being fair. He says that on Monday, the judge basically said, hey, you know, I think everybody on the road should go 55 miles an hour. And I don't think anybody should have it the process an hour, you know. So he was kind of referencing, he feels like that's fine being the speed limit. So he then goes on and he says that his job was to talk about, you know, if somebody is accused of a crime, he wants to make sure that they have a fair trial. And he said that, but in so many words, he was basically saying like the probability of juror 449 making it on the jury, you have alternates in the jury, each juror, they won't. So he then goes on to say, you know, sometimes he was basically saying like, we are a community parent. And he said that, you know, they're basically a community. We all come to their decision. He wanted to know, how does race play into their decision? And his fear is, he said he feared how he would approach age and race and all of those things. And he was like kind of nervous about talking to them about these things. So he said, for a fair trial, you have to presume from the start that the defendant is innocent until they prove their case. He said he has to be the one to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant committed the crime that they say that they committed, and they have to presume them innocent until they are proven otherwise based on the law and based on the evidence. They also stated that basically, whether or not you committed a crime before, like let's say you have a history of going around beating people up. And in this particular case, I'm just using my own analogy. This particular case, you go and you beat somebody up. That doesn't determine whether you're guilty or innocent in this case. The only thing that determines whether you're guilty or innocent in this case is if you're actually guilty based on the law and the evidence. So he kept referring to, sure, do y'all hear me? Y'all here? Because where to go? Coming through. Okay, sound is great. Okay. Okay. Ground, thugging it out for y'all, bringing y'all Cash App, Neek actions. What I'm doing, you like Cash App. No. Normally we walk away from the drama, but we're at the courthouse, so okay. It's got real. Yeah, what was that? Fuck you, crackers. Oh, it's a racist white guy. He drove off. I'm gonna ask them what happened. Ooh. Right. All right. Well, thank you so much. Right.
Oh, she cut them out. Okay.
It was a whole lot. The guy, I don't know if y'all could see, but it was a guy in a car, a truck, and then he had a bullhorn like antagonizing them and stuff and saying stuff to them or whatever. It was a white guy. So it's probably you guys in. Later on, we're gonna do a full breakdown of everything. So it's about time to go back in.
Just be aware. Once again, I'll reiterate. I said it, I think 3 times already. don't be driven by emotion. Don't make your decisions based off emotion, no matter what the outcome of this case. Pay attention to what's going on. Be aware, bro. You see, they just let Rick Child walk. I hope for the best, but I expect the worst. And the best for me, you know, listen, I'm gonna keep. I hope for the best, but I expect the worst for what I would like the outcome to be. But I'm gonna say, if y'all let Rick Child walk, this man should walk as well. Rick Child wasn't being attacked. Rick Child didn't even Rick Child had no reason at all to feel like he was being attacked. He actually pursued an innocent person off of his assumptions, false assumptions and accusations, and hunted someone down and took a life, and he walked. So if this young man was actually threatened, warned, actually touched, as y'all said, made an attempt to move him, then I just feel like he should walk as well. But preparing myself to hear a different outcome. Preparing myself to not have an emotional reaction, to not let the words, the actions, the trolling or whatever of other people, you know, trigger anything, because we don't move like that. We move off logic. We move with dignity. We move in a respectable manner. We're not loose-minded and belligerent Neanderthals. We know how to behave. We know how to conduct. We move with civility. But do I feel those same emotions where I want to have an outburst? And oh yeah, I come from that. I come from the ratchet activity. I come from being not necessarily in the streets. I was sensible in the streets, but when it come down to stuff like this, no comment. I'm gonna just say I'm all the way with the bullshit, because as much as I have love for and I accept everybody, I also do understand, you know, you have to also stand up and protect your home and your own. Like I said, I can have a conversation. I could work shoulder to shoulder with the Grand Wizard of the clan, as long as while we making that money or while we accomplishing that task, you don't even have to implement respect. Just make sure there's no disrespect. We just got to be on common grounds. We don't have to necessarily be over respectful and fake calling each other sir and brother and all that. We just got to not call each other the N-word and the C-word and, you know, spew our racial obscenities and just get this job done. We can have our ideologies away from each other. We can have them amongst each other, but we got to be able to keep that to ourselves and coexist to get this job done. So I can do that. But what I'm not in your place either. I'm not an in your place N-word either. I'm not going to allow, if I get wind of, you're not going to spew that hate by telling me, oh, you're cool, but the rest of y'all, oh, you're one of the good ones. No. That's when I go upside your head. I don't hang with white boys who even want to use the N-word. You feel me? I don't care if it's in a form of camaraderie. Like it's just certain stuff I'm not, it's just certain stuff that's not cool. My friends who aren't black, they don't want to say the N-word. They don't have no reason to want to even say it. They don't have a desire to want to say it. If they did, I'm going to go upside their shit. And that's the end of the friendship. I can be civil to an extent. Let me show some love to the chat, though. Yeah, I can be civil to an extent. No disrespect will be tolerated. I just had to say that to say, I lived a lot of places. I moved and lived a lot of places, but especially in the South, growing up in the South, I've encountered a lot of different types of people. I've encountered racism, definitely. I've had friends that weren't black that I thought they were friends, I should say. And then the minute they get mad, I'm the N-word. And now it's like, damn. Now I'm sitting here feeling that verse because I don't really want to do it to you. But I can't let you say that. I can't. Pow! Fuck. Do I always got to prepare myself for that when I'm dealing with somebody that ain't black? You know what I mean? That's what we got to deal with. We got to think about that. Like, damn, this motherfucker cool, but am I gonna have to worry about him getting mad and saying and doing, you know? Just little small shit that everybody else don't have to worry about, bro. We already got enough to worry about, bro. And in the midst of that, we still try to be civil. And y'all wonder why, people wonder why some of these stereotypes, it's enough to drive us insane. We don't know what to do. We wrong. Anything we do, we wrong. Drop of a dime, we a racial slur as soon as we don't do what you like. Nigger, oh! Oops, I had to go upside your scalp. Sorry. Not sorry. Anyway, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Let me get off in the chat, man. Salute, salute, salute. Anonymous says, big homie. They shadow banning your comment. Salute. What's up with it, big homie? Where you at? He said, yo, what up, rumor chat? What up? Just busy at work, tapping in, man. Get your money, bro. You already know. Super duper salute to you. X-Ed, shouting out big homie. Oh, that boy X-Ed getting that money. Get that money on. Mike from the field said, what's good, big homie? Deborah Temple says, anonymous. Oh, look at you. What's that, Lord Alcatraz? That would be like at a restaurant if there was a reserved table and you ask that person sitting there to leave, then that person comes back to shank you. Huh? Oh, that must be having a conversation in the chat already. Anonymous says, only N-word is neighborly. We need to bring back community and better relations in all races. I agree, bro, because we all live on this big rock we call Earth. All you motherfuckers, nobody ain't going nowhere. Ain't nobody like moving back. All the whites ain't moving to Europe. All the blacks ain't moving to Africa, motherfucker. It's not gonna happen. We all are gonna be amongst each other, whether we like each other or not. We don't have to put the utmost respect, motherfucker. Just keep the disrespect to your fucking self. I'm not telling the motherfucker don't feel how they want to feel. I don't give a shit if you racist, sexist, minimalist, motherfucker. I don't care. Whatever ist you are, be that, but just keep that shit to yourself. Because we all got to coexist. We all got to be here. You don't have to like me. Talk about me in your house, though. You don't have to like my skin color. Talk about that shit when you get home somewhere in a safe place where it ain't going to cause no blowback. Why must you spew? Why must everybody go on the mountaintop to spew they hate? Then if you want to, man, we ain't going to, anyway. Miss Duval says, Lord, I don't understand why he brought a knife to the track meet. Are you crazy? Jesus Christ. Curtis Smith say black folks get the max. Texas is no different. Xed says Child was guilty as F. Anthony guilty too. If he gets found guilty, this might put Texas in an uproar. Curtis says white area already decided they will give him jail time. Lord Alcatraz says dude brought a deadly weapon to a track meet. Anonymous says we will not tolerate discrimination or racially motivated comments in this chat and live. If you can't respect the chat and rumor, you can see yourself somewhere else. Hey, listen. For sure. Y'all can talk shit though. Y'all know I allow the trolls. I'm with all the trolling. Just don't be so blatant. I understand. Listen, I done verbally jousted with the best of them, bro. Did I win them all? No. But did I lose them all? Fuck no. Not by a long shot. But I done verbally jousted with the best of them, bro. All walks of life, all different types of conversations, bro. From battle rap, political shit that I'm not even well versed on, religion, racial, I can't even, my God, race relations. All kinds of stuff. So don't be so quick on the trigger. You know what I mean? Don't be so quick on the trigger. Give them a warning. Let them get a little warning. Let them get a little time out and stuff like that. We ain't got to just kick them immediately unless they come in here and be like, oh, bunch of N-words, or you know what I mean? Or a bunch of anything racial, bunch of anything if you disrespecting Jewish or Indian or Spanish. Oh, it's a bunch of whatever in this barrel of, that kind of shit, yeah, but we ain't got to be so quick on the trigger. Let them get their jokes off and their little comments and all that shit. Just don't be so blatant. You got to be witty with it, though. Don't think you just going to come in here and say, hey, porch monkey. No, going to get you the fuck up out of here. At least be witty with it. Make somebody read it and think twice, like, was that a shot? Then I'll at least give you some time. See how we let the big dog stay around? He was racist as shit. It was just yesterday, that was enough. You came in, once he hit the YN, you said YNs, so you might as well go ahead and say the N-word, big dog. That was enough to go ahead and get you out of here. But everything else, I knew where he stood. I know he don't like me, the majority of y'all in the chat, the whole existence. I already knew that. I'm cool with the trolls though, bro. Just, you got to be clever with it. And you can't just get a rise out of me. I got to give you, you're not going to get me riled up unless I allow you. I see the shit. I saw it. I knew exactly what him and it was another. What was the other one? Where's Race at? Raced my head ass. Yeah, he was on some shit. It's a few of them. I know where we're at. This is the atmosphere we're in. This is the internet. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? You got to exercise some resolve, man, in the midst of all this. Let's go. Slim Jones, go get that money, bro. Anonymous says, Slim wearing your PPE. Man, that boy got that personal protection equipment on, man. Cover them eyes. Put your hard hats on. Steel toes. Depending on what job you doing, man. Some of you guys got to wear the mask for the welding. Man, you might work in concrete. Definitely got to cover your eyes up, man, and put something around your mouth, man. Get you a mask. Lord Alcatraz said, I'm not even trolling, I'm spitting facts. I don't even know what Lord Alcatraz said. I wasn't even talking about you, Lord Alcatraz. I spoke on who I was talking about. Shadow Pop says, you can say that again, live and let live. Facts. Anonymous says, I'm wearing mine now. Oh, somebody in there getting that hard work in. James Jones says, bro, I'm from the South. I put a motherfucker in the hospital for that shit. They so racist for real. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. We done, you know how sometimes it's cool until it's not. I'm kind of one of them people, man. It's cool until it's not. Then you may say I went too far. I'm not bad or nothing. I'm not tough. I can I can lose, I done lost, I can be scared, all that shit. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for certain things, win, lose, or draw, heart full of fear or not, it don't matter. It has to be in front of me, and it has to be a certain. I still pray for the strength to. Some things I just don't want to understand, and I do pray for understanding for somebody to be able to allow certain words to be said right in their face and they not react. That is a certain type of discipline and power that one side of me doesn't ever want to understand. Like, how could you let that happen? But another side of me understands the discipline and how powerful that is, and how much that would neutralize somebody who thinks that they're going to get a reaction out of you by saying this, even if they spew it over and over with vitriol, right? You just stand there unmoved, unwavering, just look at them and probably even crack a smile and tell them have a nice day and go on about your business. That's a strength. That's a strength beyond what I have understanding for. And one side of me don't want to have that understanding. It's like, no, you don't ever let nobody, you gotta take them out. But there's another side that's like, that's the true definition of discipline and self-control. You know, that's one true display of it. It's like, damn, bro, if you get that strong. But once you get there, that means you already know you have another way to defeat them. And you're 100% sure of that. So we should all strive for that. But I'm being long-winded as hell, man. We could move on to the next topic, guys. I appreciate y'all. I don't know, man. Is the show is actually, I'm talking about the show like it's a show. Is this a fucking show or do we just be going live? I don't know what we're doing. But anyway, it was supposed to be much shorter. I'm talking way more than I anticipated. Of course, y'all guys know this shit don't be planned. It's just feelings. Reading the chat, shit start happening. You start feeling a certain way. It's like, damn, I got to say that. But let me show some love to the chat. We're going to move on, man. We're going to move on. Mr. Duval says, why Karmelo didn't just fight? They would have all graduated this year instead of dead and in jail. Yep. Mike from the Ville said, child definitely should have been given some time. Deborah Tipple said, right. Wait until the end of the case. Mr. Duval said, Rumor, don't get mad at me. But he don't have to stab that kid. Like, what the fuck? Listen, I'm not mad at nobody for feeling how they feel. I'm not even going to say the young man didn't overreact. I'm not going to say I don't wish he did something different. I can't say that. I do wish it was a different outcome. I do wish he would have just fought. But then what if people die in fights? What if he hit his head? They over there by them, they were over there by those steel bleachers or metal bleachers. What if one of the Metcalf is two Metcalf boys? You know? He's in an opposing side surrounded by people. What if one of the Metcalf, what if he would have got jumped and hit his head? There's so many what ifs, so many variables, right? I'm not saying he was right for stabbing him, but I'm saying this. Let me word this carefully. First of all, I'm not a legal professional, so take this with a grain of salt. Anything I say, just matter of fact, don't take it at all. It's entertainment. Okay, let's just say that. I wish we weren't here talking about a jury of 12 for a young man of this age for a murder. I can't say whether I think it should have went that far or not because I don't know his level of fear. Was he wrong for having a knife at a track meet? Yes. But does that automatically, and I'm trying not to go back and do the, oh, what about this and what about that? But I can't help it because it's so fresh. Was he wrong for having a knife at a track meet? Yes. But was Child wrong for running 130 yards behind a 14-year-old young man with his son and chasing him down? It's I don't. I couldn't be on the jury. I couldn't be on the jury because I would be voting. I would be making my decision from a place of emotion. Him having a knife is illegal. Him protecting himself isn't illegal in my eyes. What I wish would have happened as opposed to what actually happened makes no difference. That doesn't matter at all right now. What I wish would have happened. I wish he never would have got approached. I wish he never would have even went on that side to speak to a friend. It's a lot of I wishes. But it's about what happened. What happened was he was touched. He was attacked. He in his mind, maybe, I don't know what the priors was, and he in his mind had to have felt like that was enough. Should he have had the knife there? No. Should Child have ran 130 yards off of his property, armed with a gun for a bottle of water? No. Two wrongs don't make a right, but goddamn. How can I say Karmelo was wrong if I just seen a trial tell me legally that Child wasn't wrong? So how can I legally say Karmelo was wrong when he actually got attacked? He was actually touched. How can I legally say Karmelo was wrong? If I watch the trial in its entirety and the law tells me by law Child wasn't wrong, he wasn't even touched and he pursued somebody. This man didn't chase nobody. They came to him and touched him. It don't matter where he was at. You know why it don't matter where he was at? Because it didn't matter where Child was at when he committed his murder. So it don't matter that he was on the other side and he was under their canopy, and none of that matters.
Demonstrators outside the courthouse in McKinney, Texas today in support of Karmelo Anthony. There's actually a Give, Send, Metcalf be doing today. What would Karmelo Anthony be doing? You wonder if a small rain shower didn't postpone a track meet in the spring of last year near Dallas. What in Karmelo? That's in this case ahead of trial. Jury selection's underway right now, and I'm going to bring in Cody. They've been going through roughly 6 story first started. April 2nd, 2025. It was a rainy day in Frisco, Texas, and local high schools had gathered for a track meet. Austin Metcalf's and Karmelo Anthony's schools were competing in this track meet. Now, if you've ever run track, you know that teams typically have spots around the track where athletes can hang out with their teammates between events. In Austin Metcalf's case, he was with his twin brother and teammates under a tent, according to police. So this rainstorm comes in and it delays the track meet. Witnesses say another athlete who wasn't on Metcalf's team stood under Metcalf's tent. The name of that athlete was Karmelo Anthony.
Karmelo Anthony, class of 2025, Centennial High School, Frisco, Texas.
This is video of Karmelo Anthony mic'd up for a football tournament for Carolina Sports District on YouTube. Now, Anthony and Metcalf, they were both football stars at their high schools. Metcalf was actually taking some pretty big recruiting visits, and he planned to play at the next level. Anthony also posted on social media that he was receiving scholarship offers, and he planned to play college football. So you know a little bit more about them now. And you have this rainy day at a track meet, and people were looking for cover from the rain. So Anthony goes under Metcalf's tent, according to police. And at some point, the two of them get into a confrontation. According to witnesses, Metcalf told Anthony to leave his team's tent. And at that point, Anthony allegedly reached into his bag and said something along the lines of, "Make me." Now, here is what Austin's twin brother told WFAA television.
There was this kid, before I knew his name now, this kid was sitting under our tent at track. We asked him to move. He started getting aggressive and talking reckless. And my brother stepped in and said, "You need to move." And he's like, "Make me move." Austin grabbed his backpack. The kid, I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab.
Police say Metcalf then went to move Anthony from under the tent.
Metcalf then went to move Anthony from under the tent. He got approached and he got touched. How do you try to move somebody? Do you think him trying to move him was, "Hey, come on, buddy, let's go. Come on, guy"? No, he put his hands on him. So you obviously tried to what? You grabbed some shoulders and tried to move, or you pulled the arm, or you tried to push, or you tried to hug and grab and move. You did something. You did something. You didn't have to touch him. You're not an adult. You're not a school official. You're not an officer. Who are you to grab another student and move? You tried to take authority in your own hands. I'm not seeing how y'all saying this man is guilty when he was attacked. You don't know his level of fear, just like we didn't know Child's level of fear when he shot Cyrus. Free Karmelo. You don't gotta like it. This ain't an echo chamber. Free Karmelo. He got approached. He got warned or threatened. He let a warning be known. If you attack me, I'm going to protect myself. Then he was touched physically. He didn't assume somebody was stealing. He didn't assume they were going to touch him. He waited until they touched him. How do we know, oh, you got to fight force with force? How do I know your force ain't going to be brutal? I'm supposed to just let one hit could cause a death. You could hit me, knock me out, I fall back and hit my head, and that be it for me. So I'm supposed to let you hit me first? At the point of approach, I should have been able to protect myself. But not only did you approach and threaten, you touched me. Free Karmelo. What? Karmelo Anthony should suffer the same consequences of Rick Child, which was nothing. If they let Rick Child walk, Karmelo Anthony needs to walk. Free Karmelo. Threatened, approached, threatened, he gave a warning, then he was assaulted. He protected himself. What are we doing here? What are we waiting on? He should be home now. Come on, man. Sad to say, but I keep comparing it to this Rick Child shit because everybody's saying, oh, he's guilty. Why Rick Child? Anyway. Rest in peace to Cyrus Carmack Belton. They had a memorial for him. Let's just look at some of that. This was before the memorial. We're going to look at some of the memorial footage as well, man. I see y'all in the chat. I'll get to the chats in a second. Let's just move on with the next topic. 3 more likes to get us to 30. The likes should be a little higher, but we're okay. Let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get the likes up. Let's at least get to 35, please. Let's get the likes up. Share the stream. I'm going to open the Discord in a little bit if anybody wants to come up. They have any commentary about the content. Anybody who, even if you disagree, you're welcome to come up. Just be respectful. I appreciate the mods. I appreciate the OGs. I appreciate the supporters, everybody in the chat, and the trolls too. I see the haters in the chat. And I'm not even going to say haters until I read the comments. I see the people who disagree with my sentiments in the chat. We will get to those in just a few minutes, man. I don't want to keep playing the same videos. And even though this isn't the same case, it's still relative, so we can still address those same chats after we play this video. I got to step away from the microphone for a quick second, guys, so we'll just let this play. And I appreciate y'all, Rumonati.
Why did Cyrus think he needed to run that far? Why did he have a gun? The answer is where his body lay. That continued to come up. Why does a 14-year-old black child need a gun? Can we answer that while we look at his dead body, shot there by someone that chased him over 130 yards, even though he committed no crime? Is the answer not that obvious why he needed a gun? They should have started off with less than murder. No more. No. This was nothing less than a bullet in the back and murder, no different than it would have been on a white store owner being chased by black children, on a Chinese kid running out of a store being chased by 2 black kids. This was exactly what the prosecution said it was, and I'm sorry that the jury didn't agree, but the jury was wrong. Yep. And while we have to respect what the jury said because we don't have a choice, they were wrong. And those that looked at it and said, well, how is there malice? Because he was shot in the back after running for his life. And if you listen to the witnesses, they said when he came out of the store, he had nothing but fear in his eyes, and he was running so fast he lost his shoe. And he kept on running. And what did Mrs. Chow do? She went and got the shoe. They said, well, he had no money when he found him. Do you think that people would pick up somebody else's shoe, wouldn't pick up the cash? Have you not heard of Cash App? Did he need cash in his pocket in order to pay for the water bottles that he did not steal, that he didn't pick up, that he didn't leave the store with? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a simple case of someone armed, running with their adult son as they chased a 14-year-old child over a football field's length and shot him in the back. This was what the family saw, what the community saw, what the whole world now sees. This was a murder, and it is gone without the ability to hold someone accountable. I'm going to try my best to hold him accountable on the civil level. We have filed a lawsuit, and we plan on following suit with that. Thank you so much.
In my mind, I believe Cyrus was killed because he was black. And black children going into convenience stores and coming out are not perceived or received the same as white children. I am convicted and convinced that if Cyrus had been white, he would not have had to run 130 yards, would not have been pursued for 130 yards, and would not have been shot in the back. But that does not bring him back. Our goal this morning is to make sure that it never happens again. Because as long as black lives do not matter, especially our boys, every black boy is in danger in America. Because all you have to do one day is decide, I'm afraid of him. I think he did something. And the license to chase me down and kill me has to be revoked. No longer can somebody get away with, well, he was black, and I thought he was guilty. Let Cyrus be the last one. And we plan to hold this system accountable to make sure he is.
And we've also heard from the 5th District Solicitor, Brian Gibson, on the not guilty verdict. In a statement, he said, quote, "The verdict has brought on some strong emotions from our local and national communities. While I am disappointed with last night's outcome and continue to believe that Rick Chow's actions were not justifiable, I respect our criminal justice system and the jury's decision." End quote.
Honoring Cyrus, but also uplifting them. So I think it's a great crowd and that they're going through. And and that's what it's all about, is supporting his family. Their son was murdered. I got 4 daughters. I just can't imagine the pain that they're going through. And very disappointed, just like they are, in the outcome of the trial. But tonight's about coming out here and honoring Cyrus, but also uplifting them. So I think it's a great crowd, and they're here for the right reason.
What was your reaction when the verdict came down?
Same as everybody else. Shocked. Last thing I expected. We investigated this case. We're the one that arrested him. We thought we had a real good case and still think we had a real good case. Unfortunately, the jury didn't, so we have to abide by what the jury said. But that doesn't mean I'm not disappointed and angry just like everybody else.
Sheriff, I asked you the same question I asked the families. How do you encourage young people after these devastating news?
Use this as a learning opportunity. Really, that it's a dangerous world out here, and you have to be careful. And your action does have consequences. And not saying that Cyrus did anything wrong. It's just you just have to be careful out here. And I've said this 1,000 times in press conferences. Guns will get you in 1 or 2 places. It's either in jail or in the cemetery. And unfortunately, that's what we saw halfway in this case. And it's sad. We've got a 14-year-old who's not going to grow up. He's not going to have his parents see him grow up and go to school and have a family.
This motherfucker is at This dude is at the memorial talking about guns to get you one place. The insensitivity. He tried to I got 4 daughters. I just couldn't imagine, but then gonna say, I told everybody guns will get you one place. He's dead or in jail. And you see, that's halfway what happened here. Bruh. No. What happened here was an injustice. And you talking about telling people to be careful. Not saying Cyrus did anything bad. So what are you saying? Who has to be? Of course, we all have to be careful, but we should be speaking on the injustice and the bad decision. That's, man.
And that's sad. And I don't want to see that for any family anywhere.
And I know you've been out here as well.
Bruh, teeth is beige, too. I'm talking about wooden.
To block off the gas station. Deputies on the scene. Can you talk about, as people come out here to protest, what's that been like as you well block that area?
It's been good. Last night, it was a peaceful protest, is what this is all about. And so we had a good crowd last night. We helped pre-plan it as far as where the streets were we're going to block off. And then when it got to that point, we blocked the streets off, let them be in the streets, and didn't have any problems. And so, anytime you have an event like this, you're going to have a few knuckleheads who are going to try to take advantage of the situation. And of course we had that and we addressed that last night. But by and large, just like you see tonight, it's about honoring somebody and helping their family out. Just think about the mom and the dad and the other family members here. We need to pray for them and we need to uplift them and support them.
Being here is very difficult. However, I am going to be Cyrus strong because my son was strong. My son was smart, he was loving, he was kind. I cannot believe that from the time he stepped into that store, as we all saw, he was racially profiled. They followed him around. He was shopping. He took 4 waters, he put them back. He even showed them by shaking his hoodie that he took nothing. and he walked out of the store. He didn't argue with them. He didn't have any confrontation. He didn't curse them. He just walked out. He was respectful. And yet 2 grown people chased him. He fell and they shot him. He shot him dead, like as if he was a dog. And I do not understand how that jury can come back and say that he was not guilty. He was in a runner's stance. It was shown by the pathologist, and they said he was not guilty. It was devastating for me to get a call from Alvin S. Glenn letting me know that Rick Chow was released. That broke me more than you can ever imagine, because my murderer of my son was set free. And it's not fair, and it's unjust. And nobody can tell me that this is not racially motivated, because I'm not supposed to be on social media anyway. But when I go and I look at my social media, I have racist people coming to my page, going under my son's pictures, leaving the most horrific things, saying that they're glad he's dead, good riddance, and I am tired. I don't want this to happen to any other child. No black or brown child should have to go through this. No parent should have to go through this. This has to stop today. And I just learned today that South Carolina, if it's a murder charge, that they cannot bring in any of your prior acts. Rick Chow shot 2 people before. Rick Chow assaulted a child in that store and beat her up with a gun on her hip. And none of that information.
I told you. We was talking about this. I told you Rick Chow already shot 2 people, bruh.
Murder charge, that they cannot bring in any of your prior acts. Go through this. This has to stop today. And I just learned today that South Carolina, if it's a murder charge, that they cannot bring in any of your prior acts. Rick Chow shot 2 people before. Rick Chow accosted a child in that store and beat her up with a gun on her hip. And none of that information could be brought to light. And I do not think that is fair. And if that is on the law books, that needs to be changed. Because if that was not there, then my son would have gotten justice. And to allow this person to terrorize this neighborhood for 12, 13 years is ridiculous. And it's just showing that it's okay to treat black and brown people wrong, and it's not. My son loved everybody. He would tell me like, oh, Mom, you're being judgmental. You shouldn't do that. That's against God. And the devil shot him dead, and he laid right there. And we got no justice from South Carolina. And I think it is disgusting, and I don't even know why. I have no words. But every day I will not be able to speak to my son, hear his voice change, see him grow, go to prom. He will never get married. I would never hold my grandchildren, nothing. But Chow is able to go home with his lion son, Andy Chow, and they're able to have dinner with the wife, Alice, who all 3 of them came out that store, and they chased my baby. And I think the entire family should be held accountable because it was racially profiled. And I do not think that it is right, and they all should be punished. And I don't know what laws that we need to create to help our people, but it needs to be done, and it needs to be done now. Cyrus should not be gone. None of our children should be gone from the acts of racism, from profiling, from any of that. He should be here. And until the world treats us like we are human beings, I mean, come on. Y'all hire us. Y'all want us around. You like our culture. You want to listen to the music. You want to wear our clothes. You want to do all of that stuff. But when it comes to protecting us and when it comes to looking at our children, you look at us as if we are animals, and we are not. I am a college-educated woman. I hold a master's degree in information technology management. My son was not a thug. He was a 14-year-old boy who was trying to find his way. And for any person that acts like when they were 14, 15, 16, 17, that they did not do nothing wrong, that they did not smoke and drink and do and have sex and do whatever that they were not supposed to do by their parents, it is a lie. And it is judgmental, and I refuse to allow any of you to sit up there and make it seem like we were bad parents, because we were not. All of our children make mistakes, but I don't see anybody saying, oh, well, you know what? My kid did X, Y, and Z. My kid did X, Y, and Z. No, they're coming onto my page and try to demonize my child, and I will not have it. And it stops today. Keep your opinions to yourself.
And until you are in my shoes and you have to bury a child, I don't want to hear nothing from you.
17-year-old Austin Metcalf was at a high school track meet. Austin didn't make it home because he was stabbed in the chest by 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony, a student from another high school.
We don't know what was said. We don't know what was threatened.
Look, he's so busy trying to be racist. Hold on. You so busy trying to be racist, you typing, the killer was the only victim if he has black. What does that even mean? Look at you. You so busy trying to spew out hatred, you typing the wrong stuff, you he has. Were you trying to say was?
Being here is very difficult. However, I am going to be Cyrus strong because my son was strong. My son was smart, he was loving, he was kind. I cannot believe that from the time he stepped into that store, as we all saw, he was racially profiled. They followed him around. He was shopping. He took 4 waters, he put them back. He even showed them by shaking his hoodie that he took nothing. And he walked out of the store. He didn't argue with them. He didn't have any confrontation. He didn't curse them. He just walked out. He was respectful. And yet 2 grown people chased him. He fell and they shot him. He shot him dead, like as if he was a dog. And I do not understand how that jury can come back and say that he was not guilty. He was in a runner's stance. It was shown by the pathologist and they said he was not guilty. It was devastating for me to get a call from Alvin S. Glenn letting me know that Rick Chow was released. That broke me more than you can ever imagine because my murderer of my son was set free. And it's not fair and it's unjust. And nobody can tell me that this is not racially motivated because I'm not supposed to be on social media anyway. But when I go and I look at my social media, I have racist people coming to my page, going under my son's pictures, leaving the most horrific things, saying that they're glad he's dead, good riddance, and I am tired. I don't want this to happen to any other child. No black or brown child should have to go through this. No parent should have to go through this. This has to stop today. And I just learned today that South Carolina, if it's a murder charge, that they cannot bring in any of your prior acts. Rick Chow shot 2 people before. Rick Chow accosted a child in that store and beat her up with a gun on her hip. And none of that information could be brought to light. And I do not think that is fair, and if that is on the law books, that needs to be changed. Because if that was not there, then my son would have gotten justice. And to allow this person to terrorize this neighborhood for 12, 13 years is ridiculous. And it's just showing that it's okay to treat black and brown people wrong, and it's not. My son loved everybody. He would tell me like, oh, Mom, you're being judgmental. You shouldn't do that. That's against God. And the devil shot him dead, and he laid right there. And we got no justice from South Carolina. And I think it is disgusting, and I don't even know why. I have no words. But every day, I will not be able to speak to my son, hear his voice change, see him grow, go to prom. He will never get married. I would never hold my grandchildren, nothing. But Chow is able to go home with his lion son, Andy Chow, and they're able to have dinner with the wife, Alice, who all 3 of them came out that store, and they chased my baby. And I think the entire family should be held accountable because it was racially profiled. And I do not think that it is right, and they all should be punished. And I don't know what laws that we need to create to help our people, but it needs to be done, and it needs to be done now. Cyrus should not be gone. None of our children should be gone from the acts of racism, from profiling, from any of that. He should be here. And until the world treats us like we are human beings, I mean, come on. Y'all hire us. Y'all want us around. You like our culture. You want to listen to the music. You want to wear our clothes. You want to do all of that stuff. But when it comes to protecting us and when it comes to looking at our children, you look at us as if we are animals, and we are not. Y'all hire us. Y'all want us around. You like our culture. You want to listen to the music. You want to wear our clothes. You want to do all of that stuff. But when it comes to protecting us and when it comes to looking at our children, you look at us as if we are animals, and we are not. When it comes to listen to Y'all hire us. Y'all want us around. You like our culture. You want to listen to the music. You want to wear our clothes. You want to do all of that stuff. But when it comes to protecting us and when it comes to looking at our children, you look at us as if we are animals, and we are not.
She just cooked. But it's true. It's true. Listen, this ain't no echo chamber. You're welcome to have opposing thoughts, but you got to be respectful. I had to slow some of y'all down, man, because I see a lot of just trolls. All you want to do is disrespect and try to pick and bait and try to get a rise. I see that. No, we can have a conversation. But I see what y'all doing in there. So at least you're going to run them numbers up. Subscribe if you want to be on that bullshit. You got to at least subscribe. And even then, it's still terms of service with YouTube that you have to operate under. And then there is personal levels of respect. There's human decency that you have to display in here. There's some level of human decency and respect you have to display in here. If you're going to try to do that, don't be so blatant with it. Don't just sit there, oh, he's black, he's wrong, oh, he should deserve that. Fuck out of here. You got to come better than that. You got to be more clever than that. I know after all these years of racism and all this shit that you've been passed down in this ideology, you have a set of words better that you can put together other than, oh, he's black, he's guilty, oh, look at you. You're just the same shit over and over. You got something better? Are you more clever? Where's the big dog? Y'all should have been in here when the big dog was in here. He could have showed you guys how to do it. Whereas, y'all rudimentary, elementary, slow-minded. That shit is weak. I'm looking, and it's just run-of-the-mill, regular old, plain old race. Oh, he's black, he did it. Fuck out of here. You gotta come better than that. But shout out to Mama Cyrus. Much respect to her. She is telling the truth. And that is what it is. We're not going to pretend like there isn't, we're not going to pretend like the scales are weighing evenly and they aren't tipped heavily towards another side when it comes to fairness, of the law when it comes to social injustice, rights and wrongs, stereotyping, profiling, racial profiling, all of this, that, you know, we're not going to act like this isn't a reality. We're not going to act like these same people, because, like, the influence, it's already there. Everybody wants to do the urban thing or do the black thing until it's time to help black people. You know, and it's not like I'm not on no crying out, oh, black versus white, because I ain't on that. I ain't on that. Of course, I love my people, and yes, I want everything to go right for my people, but I'm pro people because we all live on this same motherfucking earth. We all live here together. We gotta coexist. So you got to, you want the best. I want the best for my people, but I want the best for everybody, including my people. I am gonna stand. We already discussed all that, but what I'm saying is this. Anybody non-black, don't call yourself my friend. Don't say that you got love for me and you respect me if it's only done in fun and when it's favorable. If you can't stand beside me and support me and love me and respect me and speak up for me and all of that when it's a time like this, a tragic time, when if we're supposed to be friends and you in your heart, in your mind, know that it's an injustice and it's a travesty and it's wrong, but you can't stand up and speak out and tell your people they're wrong on TikTok, but you can go make a TikTok dance doing the take me through there, all that stupid ass shit. You can engage and have fun and have black friends then, but what about a time like this? This is when I need, that's my black friend. No, I'm supposed to just be your friend, but since I'm your black friend, I need you to be my not black friend or outside of black friend and have the same enthusiasm you do as when you make them TikTok videos or when you try some food and you give a reaction and say, oh, you invited to the barbecue and all that shit. Yeah, when you do, I need you to have, yeah. And if not, because it's not, I understand it's not your fight. If not, I need you to, in the rooms that I'm not in, even if you don't do that and go on social media and do all that, in the rooms that I'm not in, when they speak ill about me and my kind and what looks like me, I need you to be the voice in them rooms when I'm not there and tell them they wrong. If you can't do that, you're not my fucking friend. You don't love me. You don't respect me. Just plain and simple. Don't sit around me and when it's, I don't want a friend that's not black, that's cool with black people when he in a room full of black people. When you in them other rooms, you need to be speaking highly and not allowing them to talk foul and say, you know, because I see a lot of shit in these chats. That's why I turned the subs only on. I saw a lot of shit in the chats that I know y'all don't walk around saying that to the people y'all encounter. And some of y'all probably have what you would call a black friend, but you sitting in these, on this random chat saying all these negative racist things, probably trying to get a rise, but I guarantee that you got it's probably a black dude somewhere that you call your friend. But you really a two-faced snake and a coward and a piece of shit. Just because I opened the door for adverse conversation, for tough conversations, this ain't the justified racist channel. You can't come over here and just think, oh, I can go in there and call them all monkeys and he's gonna be okay with it. Nah. Just because I said be clever with it, yeah, I might laugh at it and look at it. I understand trolling. I'll get your ass the fuck up out of here, bro. We ain't doing none of that. Because you wouldn't do that in person. I know y'all aren't. I know you wouldn't act like that in person. That's why you come here and do it. You wouldn't do it. That's why y'all come here and do it. I had to cut that free range off. Let me see. We got the numbers down. Good. The numbers is down. So now let me go back and take it off of subs only and let anyone chat. I had to get some of them numbers down. Sorry to the mods, dog. Sorry to the mods, dog. I had to go ahead and take care of something, man. I had to clean that up real quick. They was getting too wild with the racism. They was getting too reckless. Like, come on, bro. This ain't no echo chamber. I know it's people that's not of the same race or ethnicity as me that have true, genuine love for everybody. And I know it's people that's not of the same race and ethnicity as me that genuinely just hate the fact that my race and ethnicity is in the same areas as them. I understand that. I understand trolling. I understand the internet. I know people gonna come in here and say some bullshit, but you ain't just finna be blatant and think you could just type the and I'm gonna just be like, oh yeah, you're cool. Thanks for the engagement. Man, you don't get your bitch ass out of here, boy, thinking you could just do that. You don't get the fuck up out of here. If we was face to mask, I got on the mask on. If we was face to mask, I will react physically. You can't just do that. Don't think you could just do that, bitch. Nigger. Oh, yeah? Go, Power Ranger. Mama, you know how they put, it's morphin' time. I'm gonna go from a nice guy to the shit. It's morphin' time. Nigger, fuck you said, bitch. I ain't civil no more. We not civil anymore. We're not in Kansas anymore. No, we can take it there. And the problem is, I'm okay with that. I'm very okay with that. Win, lose, or draw, I'm okay with that. And that's not good. I still got that in me. That's not good. Or you want to do that over that? No, over a woman? No. But about protection, money, family, and this here, let's go. Never over no bullshit, though. Never over no, hey, you from that area. Hey, you with that, you did that with that woman, and that's my woman. No, never none of it. Never. I don't even, you got it, bro. Yeah, I'm a pussy, I'm weak, I'm whatever. Nigga, what? Go, Power. It's morphin' time. I'm in your shit. Nah, Incredible Hulk be like, man, just leave me alone, man. You don't like, nigga, raw, bitch. I'm in your shit. Go. You motherfucking Power Ranger.
Because something's not right. I mean, what did you all see? You see, what did you get?
We want to be educated. We want to educate the world that Black Lives Matter, that 14-year-old Cyrus mattered, and that hopefully his death changes the world. that it changes the world and it shows us that we're not going to just lose our children and go silently into the night. That we're not going to lose our children to someone who chases them down 130 yards and shoots them in the back as they lean over and try to get up. You can see the curb behind me. You can see where he fell and where he stumbled and where he died. It is now sacred ground. It's going to house this memorial. They had to take it down because of the trial, but immediately and as soon as we could, we wanted to erect it again to show Cyrus from heaven, and not from the hell that they believe he sits in, that the racists put him in, that the racists call my office day in and day out, hour after hour, talking about the N-word this and the N-word that. No, sir. From heaven, he will look down and he will see this memorial.
See what I'm saying? You see the kind of hate y'all have, bruh? The kind of hatred y'all have? How fucked up? This lady lost her kid and y'all going up under the picture talking about, that's just, calling the lawyer's office saying, man, y'all just evil. Whoever doing that type of shit, you got that kind of hate in your heart, bro, you evil, bro. You a disgusting, low down, disgusting scum under the piece of shit, under the shoe, gum under the desk. You the lowest, like you like snail slime and dog shit. Like you the lowest human ever. I don't want to say what you don't deserve because I'm not finna break no terms of service, but bro, you are the worst piece of shit scumbag ever. You should be ashamed of yourself because I know it comes from insecurities. You only feel like that because of whatever insecurities. Either you broke, your penis small, you had your family touched you, you're secretly of a different sexual orientation and you don't want to get it out. You're jealous of abilities that you don't naturally have that you think that other people have, or it's something going on. It's some sort of insecurity. Your dad explored some of your cracks and crevices and told him not to tell mommy, or something went on. Like it had to be, it's some kind of hate. Something happened to you to have all this hatred in you, to always want to just go out of your way to just be disgusting and nasty towards people. What happened to y'all? Huh? Because if that's your regular nature, if that's how you naturally feel, if you just wake up and naturally feel like that, Jesus. And Rick Chow, if he dares, can drive by here and see where he took the life of a child. I stand here with his parents, devastated from the loss, but strong enough to come back here and face this crowd and face this moment. And so at this time, I want to bring them up. And I'll start off with his mother, Nicole. Why are we discussing something that has nothing to do with anything? Why would we bring up that's like saying, hey, yeah, we're discussing fruit, just like murder. We're discussing fruit, but since we're talking apples, hey, what about the oranges? Are you an idiot? Is that the only thing that you have to revert to? Yeah, let's talk about black on black crime. No, let's not. Let's not be distracted from what we're actually talking about, the problem, the injustice, the travesty here. Let's stay right here and speak on that. Let's stay in the pocket we're in and speak on what's actually happening right here. Is your ADHD kicking in? Is your inability to concentrate kicking in? Are you thinking about something tragic that happened in your past and you're trying to deflect it with hatred? What's going on? That's not what we're discussing right now. I'm sure you guys were scholastically sound. I'm sure you guys were focused. Didn't you graduated, right? Stay where we're at.
Being here is very difficult. However, I am going to be Cyrus strong because my son was strong. My son was smart. He was loving. He was kind. I cannot believe that from the time he stepped into that store, as we all saw, he was racially profiled.
Well, there's not much I can say really because you heard it first. What I can say is I am very disappointed in our justice system. I don't understand. I mean, you get shot in the back. You try to shop when black, first of all. You try to just be yourself. Just because you're not in suit and tie or slacks, dress shoes, I guess you're labeled a thug all the time, right? Your hair's not neat. I guess everybody don't have their own ways about being who they can be later on in life or right then to make themselves become who they're gonna be. Well, our baby will never get that. He'll never get that. Just like his mom says, we would never see him. We would never know what he could have been, where he could have been, what he would have brought for us as family. We are lost for words. But one thing I can say, we got a lot of family out here.
That's right.
We got a lot of family. We appreciate everyone out here all the time, because if you don't stick up with each other, we all will fall. We all will fall. We need to really look at this, take another look at the system, because something's not right. I mean, what did you all see? You see, what did you get? Not guilty. How? How? Who brought who? I mean, goodness, what jury? Where was that jury from? You got, once again, a little boy. Yeah, he's kind of tall. He's 5'8", 114, 114 pounds. Got a guy that's 200 pounds on the swim team, right? Swim team, breaststroke, right? Yeah. They won the championship.
Yeah.
Shit. What championship my son won? What championship? He's good. Well, evidently I can tell he was a decent sprinter, but that didn't last. Chased him down. He falls, and then you shoot him in the back trying to get up.
Cowards.
Very much so. A little boy. I'm gonna tell you what I've told everyone else.
Oh, that's not fair to him. Hold on, I like his
lie to the solicitors, anybody. By law, he had the right to defend himself, because you're chasing him. If he was such a thug, why he didn't shoot? Exactly. Why he didn't shoot? He should have. If it would have been me, when they hit them yellow lines out there in that street, without a doubt. Now, where is the justice? He's home, enjoying his nice home with his family. Oh yeah, don't let me go. I got to go back to Andy Child. Andy Child, okay? Andy Child, as they say in there, he went to Hammond. He went to USC. And now he has a good job. Our baby will never get anything like that now. Never. You graduate Wednesday, about to start your summer, excited. You think you're going to have a good year, and Sunday you end up over here on the ground.
All right, guys. I see him. They going crazy in the chat, bro. Just intentional ignorance. And this is the thing. You guys know what the everybody knows now that the kid didn't steal anything. But that's the trigger. He shouldn't have been stealing. He shouldn't have had a gun. That's the triggers. Those are the two triggers. He shouldn't have been stealing. Everybody knows he didn't steal. That's the rile up. That's to get you riled. If he wouldn't have had a gun, he shouldn't have been stealing. That's the rile up. Those are the two easiest. You take those two things away, what else you got? He shouldn't have had a hoodie. Okay, take the hoodie away. Then what you gonna say? Now you got to start getting to what the real problem is. Those are just the two easy triggers. That's what they start with. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. We'll get you up out of here today. It ain't gonna work. Up out of there. Ain't nothing but a gangster. Picture perfect looking ass. We'll get you up out of there today, man. We ain't playing with y'all, boy. Hell wrong with y'all, man. We'll get y'all ass right up out of there. We ain't playing, man. Listen, I just made it easier on the Mars. We went to subs only. You got to be subbed for at least 5 minutes to talk that bullshit. And then if you think you smart and you sub for 5 minutes and come back with that same bullshit, I'm going to make you stay subbed for 10 minutes, motherfucker, and keep increasing it until you have to give in, you son of a bitch. So keep on watching and running that watch time up, you hateful, ingrate, small brain, Mr. Peabody faced mother sucker. Oh, man, but shout out to y'all, man. Listen, y'all the most aggravating chat in the game, most appreciated chat in the world. We been here 50 likes. I should have been did this, but, man, y'all so aggravating, man.
So aggravating as hell, man. Aggravating.
Man, y'all aggravating as hell, but y'all so appreciate it, man. Man, they had the shit so riled up, I couldn't even make a poll. A poll would have been good. That bitch would have been active. I know it would have been all type of negativity on that one, but we gonna go ahead and start another one. We gonna. Listen. Somebody shoot me a question for the poll, man. They don't even got to be about the content right now. Somebody shoot me a question for the poll. Let me see. What's a good question for the poll right now? They done threw me off with all that racist bullshit, man. It's just the amount of hate that you have in your heart to wake up and just have that energy and time. I don't have the time for that. All my time is going towards things that's trying to increase whatever I have going on, trying to make whatever I'm doing better, trying to perfect it, trying to increase it, optimize it, that type of I don't have time to wake up and be like, oh, let me go find some shit and some people, a group of people and some stuff I don't like and spend my time typing and talk about everything that I don't like. That's really love. Secret lovers. Yeah, that's really love. You secretly infatuated. You secretly infatuated, but the crowd that you're around won't allow you to express your infatuation. And really, all of y'all are infatuated and have some sort of admiration. Mama said it best. You like the music, the style, the everything. But y'all so busy trying to impress each other and sword fight with each other. Y'all really love this shit. Because your homie ain't gonna accept you the same because he don't know that he love this shit too. It's really okay. It's really okay, bro, to be cool with people from another race. I don't care what race you are. It's okay. It don't matter who around you think it's not cool, bro. Your mama and daddy could be racist, bro. Fuck what they feel, bro. Like who you like. And tell them. This who I fuck with. These my people. Fuck how you feel about, you know, those people I don't like. Mom, dad, fuck how you feel. Mom and dad, I don't give a fuck. This my friend, and you not finna say nothing bad about them. Fuck you. You wrong. Come on, bro. Type of time y'all be on that petty ass bullshit, hating ass, weak ass, hating, pencil dick ass shit, man. Look. Insecure ass, man, get your weak ass out of here. You thought you was gonna have free range. Watch, I'm gonna say this. No, you not. You bitch. We're gonna move on to the last topic before we get up out of here, guys. And I'm gonna let Mama speak one more time because I might need a sound bite of this shit.
Y'all hire us. Y'all want us around. You like our culture. You want to listen to the music. You want to wear our clothes. You want to do all of that stuff. But when it comes to protecting us and when it comes to looking at our children, you look at us as if we are animals and we are not.
Come on, man. We're going to move on, though, guys. We got all that out the way. I might be able to open up I might be able to turn the anyone chats back on and open the Discord up now because we're going to move on to something lighter, a little more fun, I guess. No jumper. There's trouble in paradise, trouble in gangland at No Jumper. Or so it seems, right? All kind of stuff going on. All kinds of stuff going on. Adam 22 is losing his wife and a few of his hosts all at the same time, man. We're going to get into it. But first, I got to show some love to the most aggravating chat in the game, man. I appreciate y'all, too. I appreciate y'all. Y'all been holding it down. Uh-oh. Michelle Keller sent Flow State. Let's go, Michelle Keller. I appreciate you. 200 joules for the Flow State. Thank you. Let's go, guys. Let me shout out the top 10 real quick, first and foremost. Number 1, we got Anonymous 1. Number 2, we got Mike from the Ville. Number 3, we got XZ57. Number 4, we got Miss Val. Number 5, we got Deborah Temple. Number 6, we got Michelle Keller. Number 7, we got Core M9D. Number 8, we got Slim Jones McEasy. Number 9, we got Delightfully DRC. And number 10, we got Demo. And then number 11, honorable mention, AJ Moore, and also honorable mention 12 and 13 because I see him. Number 12, MJ6453. Number 13, the homie Big Face 901. Shout out to y'all. Super duper salute. And I thank y'all. Much appreciation, man. Much appreciation. Let me read these chats, man. Show some love in the chat. I see Deborah Temple, Michelle Keller, Nurse Lady TXO, Mels Core M9D, Delightful DRC, Mike from the Ville, Anonymous 1, Nurse Lady T, AJ Moore, Mike from the Ville again. Who else we got? B Money. I see B Money. Big Money. I like it. Oh, let me read some of these chats real quick, y'all. Shay says, damn, I didn't make it. No, Shay, but you always on the list. Shout out to Shay the Sage. What up with it? Deborah Temple said, I'm in the shout out. You made it. You know you did. Delightfully DRC. What up with it? Salute. Michelle Keller. Okay, that was the Flow State for the 200 joules. Let's go. Cora says it was a kid. We all make mistakes. Mel says, do your thing, anonymous. Nurse Lady T says, yeah, she went off and it was just. Delightfully says, let's keep bringing up the new information we found out about Child. He has prior incidents with guns and people have beat a girl and beat a girl who was in the store with one. Yeah, let's keep bringing it up, guys. Keep bringing the information out. There was hundreds of incidents. I told y'all, we talked in the Discord. I told y'all I seen it. It was, I don't know, bro. He shot 2 people. Well, he shot one person in the leg, and I think it was 6 gunshots he put into a car after an altercation. So, Mike from the video says, Anon, this guy thinks you should have stopped and explained yourself. B Money says, I never needed to run. I held my hand up and said, I don't got nothing. I never ran. I had that happen with police. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, police did. Yeah. We have had some negative experiences with officers as well. And they be ready, man. They got their guns out when they yelling at you and don't move. Another one yelling at you to put your hands up. The other one telling you to get on the ground. All this other shit. It's like you're giving me, I don't know what to do. And all I could do is raise my hands and say, I don't got nothing, and just start trying to get down on the ground. Like, I don't got nothing. Y'all, like, damn, you just ready to shoot, bro? Get on the fucking ground. It's like, my God. All for what? To end up letting me go, patting me down. Nothing even happened. Wasn't driving crazy, nothing. Man, anyway. Mel says, question, have you talked about Lena? Nope, not yet. About to now. Mike from the video says, yeah, stop and explain to a man with a gun how innocent you are. Delightfully says, typo, father, typo. Okay, my bad. Oh, because B Money said, oh, okay. I see what y'all talking about. Delightfully says, like, okay, that was the typo right there. Miss Duval says, Paul, I'm a Trump supporter. What the fuck they got to do with a dead kid? Get off this channel, that racist ass. Right. Everybody here, this ain't. I think they think that this is an echo chamber. I think they think everybody in here, I think they think this is one of them channels where, if that's the host, everybody who agrees, all the mods, all the subs and members, they have to agree with him. No, nigga, we don't get down like that. We be in this bitch debating our ass off. We be battling. Nigga, it's a lot of no. None of us just all agree. Hell no. I don't know what they thought. They thought this was a flock of birds or something. Like we all ain't got our own minds and different ideologies and belief systems and no, nigga, but we know how to coexist. In the midst of all that, that's y'all weak ass problem. Y'all aren't mature enough to do that. Y'all want to always have division and always argue and be ready to kill and do all. And no, we had them saying conversations amongst each other and not agree and all that shit, bro. I don't got to agree with Anon. I don't got to agree with Mike. Gio don't have to agree with me. Big Homie Slim don't have to thumbs up and everything Rumor say is right. X said, X said could put something in there right now. I'll tell X said I don't agree with that, bro. And we can go back and forth, be like, Rumor, you wrong. Even though he typing it and he'll come up and talk about it. This ain't no echo chamber. Me and Mel's debate all the goddamn time. We never agree on shit. Me and Miss Duval don't see eye to eye on shit. We disagree a lot of times. This ain't no echo, nigga, this ain't no flock of birds, bitch. What? But that don't give y'all free range to come in here and just N-bomb. No, you ain't got to agree, but chill with the racist shit, bro. Relax. You can't say that no other way? You don't have a more clever way to express yourself? Oh, then you can vacate. You can vacate then. You don't have you can get out of here. Man. Anyway, let's get into this Adam 22 situation, man. There's a lot going on over there at the No Jumper podcast in the No Jumper headquarters. You got a few people that squabble between members of the Crip side gang. I don't know, different Crip sets. I don't know. I should just say this. A so-called squabble went down between two members, and let's just get to it. How about that? Nurse Lady T, do we gotta agree? Facts, Miss Duval, we can have different opinions all the time. She said, me and Rumor disagree all the time, but it's all love. I love them. Come on, man. Rumor has it. Oh, they don't get it. No surprise. Man, these niggas, man, F them, bro. Fuck all that hating and shit, bro. It's enough of that already out there in the world, bro. Ain't nobody trying to deal with that everywhere they go. Get your corny ass out of here. Corny bastard. Chuck, you pasty bastard. Facts. They say we disagree like a motherfucker over here and still have love and respect for each other. Facts, bro. Nurse Lady T say, hell no. Facts. We don't all just agree. This ain't no echo chamber over here. We have fun, though. We all respect each other to some extent. Let me tell you what we don't do. We don't disrespect each other. We have enough human decency enough to respect each other on that level where we can converse. We don't all probably like and love each other. We don't have to. That ain't real in the world. Ain't nobody's parents or kids on this channel, so we don't have to like and love each other. We got to be able to coexist, though. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all so raw, dog. Y'all so real. I should have said something else, Paul. Y'all so real. I fuck with this chat, man. This shit live, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all aggravated as hell, dog. Y'all be keeping this shit live.
So,
bro, they was in this bitch, man.
Hell, man. You're aggravated.
They was in this bitch. Mad as hell about this race. They trying to start a race war in the chat. They come in this motherfucker just hate with a hate hammer. Oh, wow, bitch, I hate everything about you all. Like, fuck. I just walk in and you woke up like that. You woke up like that. You woke up like that. God damn. Sucks to be you, brother. Anyway, man, let's talk No Jumper. It started, this whole thing that happened, well, not the Lena the plug shit, but this started right here. We're going to do a quick walk down right here, bro. This right here, we're going to do a quick walk down because, oh, shit, yeah, I am pressed for time. Let's go. Two of the cast members ended up getting into it, which ended up with them leaving. It just so happened, saying that two other cast members, not one of the guys that got involved, one of the guys that got involved and one other cast member ended up saying they were leaving. Right at the same time, TMZ announced that Lena the Plug was divorcing Adam out the blue. Let's go. Wack 100 been warned Adam that it was coming, maybe in a joking manner, but he was serious. No, he was serious. Let's go. All of this just ties in because there's No Jumper. Let's go.
Oh, everybody was reporting on the others. Remember the others? Before they got the business. Yeah.
And I don't feel like nobody should have been reporting that because people saying it's a DP, that make it premeditated. Mm-hmm. That make it first degree murder. If you talk about it's first degree, if you saying it's DP, that mean it happened. That mean it was orchestrated and people was talking about it before it happened. That's like telling. Mm-hmm. Everybody saying it was a DP, it wasn't no DP. We don't know what was going on. Mm-hmm. And that's A-Track against the business. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah. He's from Pacoima.
Yeah.
My dad.
This is where it went left. Because they end up fighting after a heated exchange about Wack 100. Well, they ended up allegedly fighting. They walked off to fight. Who knows if it actually happened? Adam mentions Wack 100. Adam mentions Pacoima, where Wack 100 is from. This guy's father block 2 ball is from Pacoima. This guy's father and Wack 100 have history. That Stutterbox, the guy that Wack 100 was calling a snitch, this is his son. But he still respects Wack. I don't know. I don't get the politics. I don't know, bro. And they're in 2 different gangs. I don't know. But anyway, I'm just giving y'all a update. Let's go.
The DP was a DP. It wasn't no DP. We don't know what was going on. And that's A-Track gangsta business. That's how I feel about that.
He's from Pacoima. That's going to bring Wack into the situation. And that Adam is going to bring Pacoima into it, which is how Wack's name gets brought up. This guy right here, Stutterbox's son, J Hood, basically is protecting Wack's name against this guy right here, Sporty Face, who dislikes Wack and has an internet beef with him.
Yeah, he's from Pacoima.
Yeah,
he's
he's not.
My dad.
From Vegas, right? I'm from the 661.
Yeah,
from AV.
Yeah.
Would you with the P Night?
I went to Highland.
You with the Highland? I know some niggas with the P Night. Shout out to my 661.
Oh, they actually fought, Shay?
Yeah, bro. My dad from over there.
He from like Unc.
Yeah,
like Wack.
He said that his dad is like a Wack disciple.
Wack my uncle.
We got 2 Wack lovers on here and a Lush.
I love Wack. I love Wack. And
a Wack lover.
Yep, we all Wack lovers. That's my uncle. That's family. That's family. Dead homies. I'm team Wack. Dead homies. Whatever issue with Wack got an issue with me. Dead homies.
I don't fuck with cut at all.
Yeah, but y'all got like studio beef. Y'all ain't got no real beef, bro. Ain't real in the streets. Y'all ain't trying to hurt each other.
Ooh, tell him that.
Yeah, y'all ain't trying to hurt each other, bro. Cause I'm here. Dead homies, like I'm rocking with Wack. Dead homies. Okay, that's my family. Like I can see. That's like you meet this nigga from Folks, cuz this deeper than rap, nigga. This family. Dead homies.
Well, nigga said what he said, bro.
I don't know what he said. I don't even be following that internet. I just know that's my family.
No, I'm talking about. I said what I said.
What you say?
Spody hates Wack so much that he be putting fake news on.
What you say?
I definitely don't put nothing fake about.
You call him gay.
You can't call one nigga gay, not call everybody gay. You can't call one nigga gay, not call everybody gay.
What that be?
Yeah, you know what's going on. You can't call one nigga gay if you're not talking about the gay niggas in your community, bro.
Who gay in your nigga community?
J Hood got that energy. You could tell when he started doing all that. He came in there with that energy, bro. He could say he didn't because it's immediately talking about anything about talking about Wack. I'm here, nigga, and all that. Yeah, you came in with that energy. But Sporty Face, he real laid back. I fuck with Sporty Face too. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know him. I'm just saying from his presentation on the podcast, I fuck with him. But he laid back, but he let it be known. I guess J Hood is already aware of who said what. Munchie don't like Wack. Sporty don't like Wack. J Hood is already aware of that. So him throwing that out there and coming in there with that energy, like, yeah, so whoever don't like got a problem with me. He said, yeah, I'm a Wack lover. We all Wack lovers. Da-da-da-da. He coming in there with that energy.
You know what's going on, fool.
I really don't.
I don't.
I'm not about to go back and forth on
I'm not going to back and forth either.
Yeah, me neither.
Dead homie, what that supposed to mean?
Hold on, Crip Mac would have said back and fifth. I'm not going back and fifth with you either. I'm not going back and fifth, homie. Back and fifth.
You know,
I'm not about to go back and forth on
I'm not going to back and forth either.
Yeah, me neither.
Dead homie, what that supposed to mean?
Bro, we like you seem like you got an agenda. Like what?
We can squabble.
You said what?
We can squabble.
That's easy call, bro.
Let's just pause, man.
We go around the corner.
Call, bro.
Oh, we go around the corner. We in.
That's easy call.
All right, and then let's talk about.
Stop talking about.
All right, I'm done talking about it, bro. We gonna squabble after the bro. It's cool.
This escalated quickly.
No, it ain't escalating. This regular. This regular program. Fool. We ain't.
That's nigga. That's PC.
No, that ain't. That's what nigga. How me calling you for a fake PC?
Nah, we could have did that on it. You online doing all that.
I'm not online, bro. This is a conversation that brung up.
Nah, I seen you should have.
Bro, come on, call me a PC. Hey, squabble right now, bro. Come on, let's go.
Wait, bro, this is.
Oh wait.
What the fuck, yo?
That nigga say dead homies. You got right. Hey.
Bro, come on, let's go.
Wait, bro, this is.
Oh wait.
What the fuck, yo?
Yeah, that shit.
Yo, hold
They're
on.
They about to go.
I mean, maybe it's like somebody should go watch so they could kind of tell us what happens.
It ain't no
People think it's a play. That's
They might think that shit.
Hey, y'all.
It didn't. Well, they never come back. There's no footage or anything, but outcome. That nigga said he sounded just like Quit Back. Yo, you're not allowed where I'm from. Why not, bro? Why not, bro? Fi crib. Why
But-
take it?
this week on the Tuesday show, everybody making it seem like I instigated or I came in there with a purpose, like I was a whack plant. No, it's just when I say somebody my family, I take that serious, right? I really know Wack, you know, like from growing up young, but people act like I'm wrong for standing up for my people. Like I said, I don't watch the content that he produced, even though I know it's real entertaining, but I know him in real life. So I know how to separate Wack 100 from Cash Jones, because motherfuckers don't want to see Cash Jones, right? Wack 100, that's like some two different people. You feel me? But I just want to say, like, if it looked like I came over there like overly aggressive, that's just me, man. I been through some stuff, man, on the real. But I'm not. Maybe I be a little aggressive because I'm passionate about what I believe in, right? And I don't play too much games, and I don't really tolerate too much disrespect. And I just feel like we need to normalize catching a fade. Like, I feel like people was overrated talking about, oh, he fought. Oh, he tried to fight, or he asked a boy for a fade. First and foremost, I don't feel like I was the one who initiated the fight. I feel like I just didn't speak it in a subliminal manner, because in LA, it's certain words that are fighting words. And if me and you are on this panel and we supposed to talk, we supposed to communicate, and we might have a back and forth. It could be a debate.
A back and forth.
And we having a back and forth about Wack, because I'm telling him, hey, this is a studio beef, and he telling me it's really in the streets. We having a back and forth. He told me, I'm not finna go back and forth with you. So I got defensive and said, well, nigga, I'm not going back and forth with you. And it is immature. It's an ego thing, and it's something I need to work on. But where I come from in LA, if you tell a nigga I'm not going back and forth, I'm not finna go back and forth with you, those is fighting words. And
yeah, that mean basically, shit, ain't no more talk, ain't nothing else to talk about. Like, one of us need to swing, or we both need to shut the fuck up. But I'd rather a nigga say that, because when you saying I'm not going back and forth with you, that's like, I done made my point, you can't make yours no more, and I'm ready to swing now. I mean, it mean the same thing, but just get some clarity, because that could be taken the wrong way. You could listen, either one of us need to swing on each other, or we both need to shut the fuck up, because all we doing is arguing, bro. Is we gonna fight? That's when pride come in, because a nigga gonna be like, nigga, it's whatever you want to do. If a nigga be like, what's up, bro? You keep yelling. Do you want to fight? And if I don't want to fight, I'm like, no, I don't want to fight, bro. But damn, you keep yelling. Nigga be like, okay, well, shit, we both need to calm down then if neither one of us want to fight. 'Cause I don't want to fight you either, nigga, but I'm mad enough too. You feel me? Like, what's wrong with, it's okay to say that. Yeah, nigga, I don't even want to fight, bro, but you getting on my fucking nerve. It's the way you talking to me, though. Okay, well, shit, maybe we need to part ways and come back to this then, nigga, because. So let's normalize talking stuff out. Yeah, we could fade if it get to that, I guess, but let's normalize having communication. Let's normalize having great communication and getting some understanding before we just immediately fade. Because you know what fades lead? Fades lead to firearms eventually, boy. Let's just get to the, anyway.
And I would never address a man with fighting words unless I really wanted to fight him. I don't have to, when I grew up, you didn't have to dislike somebody to fight them, because you're not trying to hurt them. Y'all just trying to get a little bit of mutual respect.
You can die from a fight, bro. Let's not fight. Let's not. A nigga can die in a fight. We can't get respect through conversation. You can't use your words. You can't get respect through your character, your demeanor, the way you carry yourself. I don't know. But that's pretty much his point for the whole thing. We're gonna move on to see what Sporty Face had to say.
I appreciate it all. But again, you know me, I don't like to keep y'all waiting. Y'all see the title. And today, right now, man, unfortunately, I come to y'all with I wouldn't say bad news, but you know, probably disappointing news to all my my No Jumper fans, my No Jumper subscribers, and the
Let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get the likes up. We need 5 more likes to get to 85. Delightfully DRC says, I feel like DRC says, I feel like he wasn't entitled, or he wasn't entitled to his own opinion about Wack. Everybody don't have to like Wack. Is he going to fight everybody who don't like Wack? That's a good question. Christopher Williams says, fighting is an ancient form of expression. That it is. And people also died. People will fight to the death. Not all of them, but yeah, people will fight to the death. We going to do that? Gio Roman says, too many rules. Fight or don't fight. Respond instead of reacting. Delightfully says, what does fighting solve? That's not going to change either person's mind about Wack 100. Makes sense. Gio Roman says, yeah, he talking like he lost. You funny, bro. Deborah Tibble says, not today. Martinez Grant says, Spody got whooped. He ain't come back with that same energy. Damn, Gio Roman said, that's all. Miss Duval say, dead homies. Mel says, Big Crip and Cuz. Gio Roman says, they just went to the bathroom together. That's all. Oh, yeah. That Crip Mac shit. Oh, yeah. Shout out y'all, man. What up, XL?
No Jumper family. You know, I would no longer be a part of the No Jumper platform. I would no longer be a part of the news or the team or the Tuesday show or just anything that No Jumper has going on right now. I just won't be a part of it. I wasn't fired. I wasn't asked to, you know, to step down. I don't want to say step down or, you know what I'm saying, told that I would be replaced or anything like this. I'm taking this on my own accord. You know, I'm doing this on my own. And to be honest, sleep didn't come easy for me last night. I thought about it. You know, I tossed and turned. And I'm kind of proud of my decision, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a hard, I'm not going to lie, it was a hard decision. But at the end of the day, it was an easy decision for me. And I just feel like whenever you're in the workplace, whenever you're in the work environment, it should feel like work. And I feel like the Tuesday show, I would say as of recently, you know, the Tuesday shows has become, you know, more like the streets, you know, than anything, you know. And when I took on the job as a Tuesday show, you know, I just wanted to pod. Like, it was a mission and a goal of mine to sit down with a on camera with an A-Tray gangster, which is Young and Hefe, and Inglewood Family Blood, which is Munchie D. I did that, accomplished that, and I feel like we broke records. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely something epic. Of course, you know, obviously that dynamic is no longer right now. Young and Hefe is currently locked up for something that he did not do or wasn't involved in whatsoever. But that dynamic, it just isn't there anymore, and I feel like it's kind of obvious and stuff like that. But what I will say is, you know, I got into the podcasting world. I got into podcasting to get out of the streets, to leave the streets alone. And you know, most people know me. I'm an advocate for you know, the reduction of gang violence and things like that. You know, I'm a community intervention worker myself. So yeah, I just feel like right now, like it's just bad timing. Like, you know, what I have going on in my life, my endeavors and the perception that I want on myself, and also my name, image, and likeness. It's like, I won't say necessarily it's taken away from that, but it's definitely going in a different direction. You know, in a different direction, meaning that that's not my day to day, but you know, that's where everybody, you know, and that's the lane that everybody categorizing me in. So I just I made the decision early this morning that I'm just done, bro. I'm done. But I will be lying if I didn't say that the No Jumper platform helped me a tremendous lot, tremendous in my, you know, in my small podcasting career. It definitely did. It definitely catapulted me. It got me, you know, more of a household name if I wasn't on there. But like I said, I feel like I've been getting better as a podcaster. You know, I'd have my, you know, my mess ups up there, you know what I'm saying, my trials and tribulations, but I feel like for overall, you know what I'm saying, I really turned into something, man. So I just want to shout out to all the No Jumper fans and stuff like that. The people who be rooting for me on there, that be in the comments, that be in the chat, man. You know, the don't-knows, that they be looking for, you know what I'm saying, that tune in just to see Spotty Face, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Continue to support them as well. You know, I have my own channel, but just right now, that's not the direction that I want to be in right now. You know,
He leaving No Jumper, man.
You know, I'm always been by myself, but I'm never by myself, you know, and that's what almost happened, you know, and I just thank God, you know what I'm saying, that it didn't happen, that, you know, yeah, bro, I don't like being in situations like that, you know what I'm saying, as far as like,
If he ain't say it, I ain't gonna say it, but y'all got sense. You know how we do. I'm gonna say we. I'm gonna throw myself in there. Not just gang members, not just West Coast, not just. I'm gonna say us. We be trying to talk in a code that ain't a code. I be by myself, but I'm always by myself, but I'm never alone. If you know what I'm saying. Like, come on, bro. Like, you know, nigga, we ain't gotta. Come on, don't even say that. All you gotta say is, you know, I was moving around how I was moving. I was cool. Which it don't matter how you say it. We all know the code talk. So basically he's saying, and then when you making it so clear, like, man, nigga risking catching the charge when, you know what I'm saying, come on, Spody, come on, bro. We know what you saying. You didn't even have to say that, bro, but shout out to him.
like, to me, like, weird stuff, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, unnecessary stuff, like it just weird, bro. Like, again, like I said, I'm gonna touch on another video what actually happened, you know what I'm saying, with me and J Hood, and what's going on, you know what I'm saying, what actually happened, and you know, after we went outside. But right now, I'm just coming in, you know what I'm saying, to let all you guys know, all my fans, all my supporters and all that I would no longer be on the No Jumper platform, the Tuesday show, the news, nothing. I just can't be fake, bro. And I feel like I'll be faking it if I went up there, you know what I'm saying, to try to do the news or try to do the Tuesday show, you know what I'm saying, with something that I'm not comfortable with. You get what I'm saying? So again, like I said, work is work. When I get up there, man, I'm positive, I'm productive, you know what I'm saying? And I push peace and prosperity. And, you know, in a work environment, again, like, it's supposed to feel like work. Like, again, like, I left the streets to try to pursue something in podcasting, film, you know, entertainment, whatever you want to call it. You know, I feel like it's like, and that's no shot to there, you know what I'm saying, to be.
All right. That's one of the guys that left. This the other one. I rock with this nigga too. He's blind. Munchie B got shot in his head and lost his vision due to gunfire. I fuck with Munchie B too though. Munchie B, he's a member as well. But he's censored. I don't think he's on the I'm not gonna say he is or ain't. I think Munchie B do like gang prevention and stuff like that, but he's not just, I guess, announcing and wearing the jacket like Spody Face is, and I don't think he's, you know, as involved or whatever at this time. But Munchie is a sensible dude, a good spoken dude. He can convey his thoughts well, even though he's stuttering. People be picking at his stuttering shit. Like, I rock with how Munchie presents himself on the podcast. But Munchie is saying that he's leaving too, and I'm gonna let him tell you why. I'm gonna come back and give my little thoughts and shit. Then we gonna find out who else is leaving Adam 22. Well, y'all already know. Lena the goddamn plugs. Just a lot, bro. It's a lot.
But all right, like I said, towards the end, this phone call is going down. We got this dude, Vale. Vale just went viral. He had the meta glasses on. He beat a dude up. You know what I'm saying? He went from like 12K followers to like 90K, I believe. Just solely off of whooping this dude ass with some meta glasses on, right? So this is Adam, BMX buddy. Came up with Adam. I'm near. Ant Call got the phone to the mic. Vale to the right of me. J Hood on the other side of him. The whole time he there, I'm feeling like Vale, he got good vibes. Oh, he seemed like a cool nigga. He wasn't looking for no problems. He just he gave old boy what he was looking for. I'm feeling him. I'm thinking he cool. But hold on. Towards the end of the pod, somebody texts, the police in the parking lot. I'm like, police? Like, damn, like, man, wrap it up, right? There goes the neighborhood. So J Hood called his girl, like, man, the police out there? She's like, yeah, they pulled in, right? I'm like, that's weird. So I'm like, boom. So I leave and go home. And then next clip.
I don't know if it's the same. That fixes a big.
In case y'all don't know what he's talking about, just pay attention to this thing in his pocket right there. Whatever that is in his pocket right there. This the cause of the whole problem. This dude with the meta glasses on, who just went viral for that fight, he just beat up somebody with some meta glasses on. I think it was the first meta fade or whatever. Them glasses. This guy right here, he did this. This is the same day they got up and fought. Same day. See, they go Sporty Face, J Hood. That's the same day all this went down.
That fixes a big.
Boom, what's that in his pocket, right?
The only nigga to say, hey, that's A-Trey gang.
Vale took a video of me with something that resembles a firearm hanging on my pocket, that resembles a firearm, and posted it on his story. And I'm not knowing this, right? Now, this is the same dude that just went from 12K followers to 90K in like a day or two for whooping a nigga ass, right? So, I go home.
A viral nigga. That's what he's trying to say. A guy that just went viral is posting what looks like a gun in my pocket, knowing my circumstances. Whether you know my circumstances or not, why are you even taking it upon yourself to show and announce something like that, you know?
And here go Poetic Federal. His video is 2 hours old. He just posted it. He reacted to Spotty Face and J Hood going back and forth, right? Okay. He saying Spotty Face, real ninja.
See, the dude probably didn't even realize what he was doing.
You know what I'm saying? They took it outside, him and J Hood. Munchie's a buster, and you know what I'm saying? He got a real alpha male in the room, and I'm on quiet, and Munchie ain't gonna do nothing but shoot or something. And I was like, why is he talking about me shooting somebody, right? But you go to Vale Instagram, and he got pictures of his arm around Poetic Federal. So Poetic Federal then looked on this dude's story and called the police, like he threatened me to do before. And that's why, bro, he was on that dumbass Clubhouse shit in the smut room, not smut free, the smut room. For him, he over there saying, oh, Munchie be at no jumper, he got that fire on him. I'll just wait till it end and call the police. He threatened me with that before. So here this dude, I don't know what the fuck could make Vale record me. Nigga, and why you recording during the podcast anyway? But anyways, and highlight something that resembles a firearm. And next clip.
To talk about Wack on that Tuesday show. All right. Now, Spody went out and caught the fade. The other dude, he's scary. He gonna try to pull out a gun, but don't he got like 20, like 80 vision, like AS vision on? Like, bro, listen, man, he gonna pull out that gun and cheddar bob himself and sue you, Adam. Don't do it. So if I'm Adam, you probably get rid of the scary one, keep Spody, keep J Hood, right? Because at least they gonna go outside and fight each other. The other dude, he talking about he gonna shoot. All right, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about?
When I say I was gonna shoot somebody, see what I mean? Hey, bro. That's weird as hell. So now when they get brought to my attention that this is on this man's story, at the time it's 19 hours old. I'm like, damn, 19 hours ago, I was sitting down at No Jumper. So he posted that in real time. So I hit this group text. I'm like, damn, Adam, your boy Vale recording me with shit that resemble a firearm. Well, I think it's more important. Why? It's something that resembles a gun and hang out your pocket. Man, fuck that on. Hey, look, bro. Nigga, hey, bro. I'm good, bro. Fuck all that bullshit up there. Hey, my freedom ain't never worth a podcast job, bro. And I don't know what the fuck would make somebody record something like that. I could see if it was in plain view and the camera caught it. And that's something that resembles that. But no, this nigga put that on his motherfucking his Instagram story. Shit is crazy. Crazy. Nigga, oh, hey, bro. Nigga, you hire all these motherfucking Bloods, Crips, and criminals. Nigga, everybody in that room, except for 3 people, been to the penitentiary. Nigga, between 4 extras, Crip Mac, Munchie B, Spotty Face, Young and Hefe, you know how many years of prison that is? And you talking about, oh, what's more important is you're not having, man, fuck up out of here, bro. That shit weird, bro. I'm cool off that bullshit, bro. Nigga, on Inglewood, if it's a different business model or something, because I don't got to be on camera with a gang of Bloods and Crips, bro. I'll go with the boring niggas. I'll go with the nigga Moose and Doughboy and do the Monday shit, bro. Because I think if you got 5 motherfucking felons on one screen, that's an incentive for the police to pull up there, or a bitch ass nigga like Flacco to say what he said in the past and think they can just have a car pull out a no jumper and pull somebody over with a firearm. Although we don't carry those. I'm cool off that shit. That's some bitch ass pussy shit, nigga. And I'm straight, nigga. I don't know what the fuck going on.
So Munchie B gone too. Munchie B gone. Aunt Hefe locked up, so he gone. Spotty Face gone.
How he found out was even more shocking. Today is quite possibly one of the worst days of Adam 22's life. His wife left him, quite possibly for a black guy, who knows.
And his wife gone. Lena the Plug is divorcing Adam 22 according to TMZ. Lena the Plug files for divorce from Adam 22. June 3rd, 2026, 2:42 p.m. Lena filed for divorce docs in LA County without a lawyer on June 1st, which happens to be her birthday, and wants legal and physical custody of their 5-year-old daughter, according to divorce docs obtained by TMZ. For those who don't know, the couple has a very successful podcast and OnlyFans account, which also makes a very unique relationship. They shoot corn content with people outside their marriage together and individually and interview those people on their pod. Adam also hosts his popular No Jumper podcast without her. That being said, in the docs, Lena says she does not have a job and her only income is $3,000 monthly spousal support from Adam. Damn, pimp hand down. She do all that sucking and fucking and she only get 3 bands a month. She getting used and ran through like that. All that money, that OnlyFans, and what's that damn shit he got plugged talking, all that shit. God damn. And then on top of that, No Jumper, and you only giving her $3,000 a month? God. Lena, not the plug. Lena, you getting plugged. You getting used. You single? Of course, she's a very successful OnlyFans creator, but in the doc, she makes it sound like she has no control over that revenue, saying, I have no access to any financial resources in this marriage or actual financial information, so all amounts entered are estimates. She about to try to work this motherfucker. She also says they have a $1.1 million entertainment studio and she wants half of that in the divorce. That shit so ran through. They got married back in 2023, and in the docs, she lists their date of separation as April 15th, tax day. That being said, they're still about making that money. On Tuesday, they co-posted promo pics for the new podcast episode, and Lena liked and commented on it. We've reached out to Lena and Adam, but no word back. Okay.
Lena, did you think from you guys' last situation?
Wack been warned them though. Wack been warned them. Watch.
That all the blowback would be there.
We definitely underthought it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Now,
It was a big afterthought for sure.
Now, he's a great character on camera.
Yeah.
But did he ever go home and just like say, starting to get to me?
And just
2 more likes to get us to 90, guys. 2 more likes to get us to 90. Lena is, boy, listen, I ain't gonna look at her and say to the eye, physically, I wouldn't look at her and be like, say the man, see right here, that shit look different. Like, look how it look old, it look different. But in them pictures we was looking at on TMZ and shit, I ain't gonna act like, I ain't saying she just the baddest, but I'm not just looking at her and being like, oh, that's trash. It's because I know, first of all, you fuck this nigga. Second of all, like, you been used and ran through and disgusting. So, I ain't just looking at it and be like, oh, she trash, look how she look. No, that shit cool. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I mean, but anyway.
Whoop her ass.
No. You don't
No.
do that. No. Just say, shit's starting to get to me.
Not so much.
Because he did good. I'm going to tell you, bro. I would have thought you would have flipped out.
I think his excitement about how much attention he was getting in general outweighed any potential negative feelings of jealousy because he loves being viral, being the center of attention. So I think he was linking it all up.
That's a good thing.
Is that
No
that
pun
fair?
intended. There was probably, honestly, like, it was a whole journey. Because I remember it being like a Monday or Tuesday when it came out. And then I remember we were at the farmer's market on Sunday, and I had basically gone quiet for the whole week, and I'm just watching people go crazy and talk about it, et cetera. And then on this Sunday at the farmer's market, I'm surrounded by families and stuff. Why not do a tweet about your wife being cuckolded? So I did a tweet, and I said something like, I don't understand why everybody keeps calling me a cuck just because my wife banged another guy. Well, how does that make me a cuck or something like that? And it just like instantly was so viral. And I was like, I think an important thing that you learn when you're doing media stuff is that you can't fight against a super strong narrative. You have to just go with it.
No, you definitely got to go.
You got to roll with it.
You got to go with it, troll with it, and all that. But I will tell you this:
the first couple of days were a little.
They can say what they want, but it's not a lot of men that could handle it. And I've been sitting
That's
back
a
watching.
fact.
Like I've been waiting to look.
He's such a great guy.
I've been waiting to wake up, and you just flipped out. And saying
Me?
She flip out. She's the one who got dick.
No, because I've been waiting for you to flip out.
Oh.
She's the one who got
and she's like tired of it, and just said enough is enough. Fine, it's over with. I've been waiting on it because I'm telling myself.
Okay, do you not remember the fact that I let him fuck like 500, not exaggerating, women over the course of the last 8 years?
Yeah, but you can't do what we do.
Wow, 500.
You can't do what we do.
Probably more.
What?
Women cannot.
Why is that?
No, listen.
I really don't understand.
We put a woman this morning.
No,
Yeah.
listen.
Two women. Yeah.
My woman better not ask. My woman better not ask why is that. You better not want to know why you can't fuck as many women as I have, and you can't match that in men. You better not.
Yesterday.
Listen, you can't do what men do. And we got into an argument, and we got a podcast coming called.
So she wants a Jason Love of
No,
her own.
I believe that women can do what men can do.
No,
But I
you
believe
can't. Be detached from the sex, yes.
because of society and how we're viewed, then we have to like behave because we look like whores and you guys look like f***ing players.
Yeah.
There's a lot of truth to that.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to be.
But why is that though?
But in the
I'm
porn
confused.
world, as a man, you do realize that you are judged for your choices as well. A lot of these porn guys have a lot going for them. They got some money, they look good, they dress cool, they got nice bodies, they work out, and still women outside the porn industry look at that. And even women inside the porn industry kind of look at them as like lower class because of the fact that they fuck on camera. There's probably a whole world of women who will never want to date me once we divorce because of my choices.
And none of those women would be women that you would want to date because you want a girl who's like, a little crazy in the bedroom. You're not going to want to go for these straight-laced girls.
You said we get a divorce.
But it has been discussed that in the future, you may see the 22-ster, Lena the Plug, and Jason Love in a big old sex
listen.
sandwich.
Listen, brother. As a brother, I'm telling you, don't do that.
Why?
I'm black.
That doesn't seem like it matters.
Okay, no, listen. No, listen, bro. I'm finna give you warning. Jason Love, I don't know you, but hey, this is my brother. I got to warn him. Look, bro.
Hold on. We need 9 more likes. Let's get them likes up. 4 more likes to get us to 95. 4 more get us to 95. 9 more get us to 100. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Run the likes up, please. Deborah Temple says, Jezebel, that's nasty. Mike for the Ville said, that shit ain't a strength, it's a weakness. Mike for the Ville says, no, bitch, you shouldn't. No, bitch, you shouldn't want to. Oh, that many men inside of you. Y'all definitely judge off the women we have slept with. Deborah Tipple says, facts. Mike for the Ville says, handle it. That shit ain't a strength, it's a weakness. I think I read that already. He also says, this divorce will also be used as content. For sure. Adam is definitely going to capitalize. If this isn't a play, if the divorce isn't a play, he's going to capitalize off of it. If it is a play, he's already winning. If it isn't a play, he's definitely going to capitalize off of it. Excel says she's about to drain Adam, and they in California too. Shay says, I seen it coming. I seen him do it. And seen it on. A lot of people are saying that. I saw that. That's pretty much the sentiment across the internet. Everybody was like, this was on the way. It was just a matter of time. Mike from the Field says, all that wild shit Adam did around her will be used against him to keep him from having his own kid now. Be careful what you reveal to people. They'll use it against you. That's a fact, brother. And he says, no matter how many people get locked up around Adam, these fools still going to put in a job application to be on no jumper. LOL, can't fix stupid. XS said what he thought was going to happen. She's an adult entertainer. Mike from the Ville says, Adam shows a street to Instagram to prison pipeline. Damn. Well, as soon as you get popping on Instagram, you better leave the show. Shit. XS says, that's that blicky. Oh, he talking about what Munchie B had in his pocket. Said, I don't blame him. With no vision, let that thing go. Boy, a blind nigga getting a shootout. That nigga Munchie B gonna hit everybody on his own team. The fuck? No, shout out Munchie B though. That's funny as hell. Delightfully DRC says, okay, had to fix something. Geo Roman says, Daily Juice, welcome. We cover a lot of topics. We have the most aggravating chat and the opportunity to speak your mind on the platform. Hit that like on your way in. Remember to be respectful to the host in the chat as well. We all here to coexist. Daily Juice says, what is he talking about? I just got here. What's up with it, Daily Juice? Shout out to you. Shay says, Munchie left too. Christopher Williams says, fighting is an ancient form of expression. Mel says, get the likes up. Okay, we all caught up. Run the likes up, y'all. 2 more likes to get us to 95. 2 more likes to get us to 95. J Boss says, I see 94. I only see 93. Oliver says, what's up, Nick? What's up with it? What's up with it, Oliver? What's up with it, J Boss? Well, on YouTube Studio, they showing 93, but y'all keep running them up. Shit, we 7 more on my end away from the Hundon. Let's go. Hold on. But what do y'all think about this content so far? What do y'all think about this Adam 22 shit so far? I never put a poll up all day. What the fuck, y'all? I'm tripping. How y'all let me do that? Ain't nobody call me out? Damn. Let me just make a quick poll before we get... That's fucked up, bro. It ain't gonna be up long, y'all. I fucked up. 5 more likes, let's go. Damn, I fucked up. I ain't put a poll up. My bad. $97 likes. Let's go, guys. Let's go. I ain't gonna lie, this poll question suck. It ain't nothing. It's just regular as hell. I just didn't put one up at all, and it's like, what the fuck? It don't have nothing to do with the channel. It don't have nothing to do with the content. It don't have nothing to do with nothing. I fucked up. How y'all let me do that? God damn. All right, anyway, my bad, y'all. It should have been 3 polls up by now. I told you it didn't have nothing to do with nothing. I just threw it up there. Fuck it. Yeah, I see 97 now, J-Boss. Cleveland Williams says, I just got in. I sent the like just now. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. 3 more likes. Oh, I done ran the crowd out while all that talking. I know how it go. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to keep talking. You know, I show love to the chat. And I fucked up, nigga. We supposed to have a poll up for every subject just about. Or just about. Not every single, but just about. And I ain't had one up the whole time. We need 3 more likes, man. Get 3 more likes on the board before we get up out of here. We're going to wrap this one up, man. Hold on.
Dude lining you up.
He's lining me up.
I'm telling you, listen, he's going to play possum on you. When that motherfucking camera come on, you going to see the real him. And he going to have you looking like some other shit. And I'm...
Hold on. Here you go. This one it says, Lena tells Wack why she's not attracted to Adam anymore. All this shit was jokes. It all seemed like jokes and titles and shit. Was Adam in his mind already saying like, yeah, this shit ain't gonna work? Or did he know from the beginning? I don't think he was emotionally invested in the relationship anyway. You know what I'm talking about? I think, bro, it was a business move for him. It was a business move for her. I don't think neither one of them. She's a woman, so of course she had some emotional attachment, but he kept doing things to turn her off. I guess she thought maybe she saw the greater good in him. She thought, okay, this can't be who he really is. He's going to grow into whatever, or I'm okay with this. Maybe she grew, and she grew out of him, you know? Like, oh, fuck that. He's a fucking dweeb. Maybe when she got that BBC, it changed her mind. It could be anything.
The question...
Hold on.
So that we can sleep better. Well, really you, since I never really slept.
Okay,
He never woke up, so yeah.
So the question is, what lies in the future 10 years from now for Adam and Lena, to where you get to a certain age?
This sounds like the end of the interview.
The plug talk ain't The plug talk ain't it. We don't know where Pies is going to go. It can end up anywhere.
I could picture her dating a much younger man, having, a 25-year-old NLE Choppa type under her arm. Myself, probably.
You just broke up with me in the future?
No, I think
what?
I have an asexual future ahead of me. I think
You?
I'm going to become like
Oh,
a
yeah.
depressed tournament guy playing poker all day. Yeah.
If he could sit at home all day.
Because of my choices.
And none of those women would be women that you
Never wanted, because of the fact that they fuck on camera. There's bodies that work out and still.
Players.
There's a lot of truth to that. Yeah.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to be.
But why is that though?
But in the porn world,
she just said
we got a podcast coming called.
so she
Ego.
wants a Jason Lover.
No, yeah.
Listen, 2 women yesterday.
What is that?
No, listen.
I really don't understand.
We put a woman this morning.
No,
Listen,
listen.
2 women yesterday.
Listen, you can't do what men do. And we got into an argument, and we got a podcast coming.
Because we look like whores. And
But in the porn world, as I'm going for them, they got some money, they look good, they dress cool, they got nice bodies, they work out, and still women outside the porn industry look at that, and even women inside the porn industry kind of look at them as like lower class because of the fact that they fuck on camera. There's probably a whole world of women who will never want to date me once we divorce.
Raggy?
woke up with me in the future?
No, I'll probably having, a 25-year-old NLE Choppa type under her arm. Myself, probably.
You just broke up with me in the future?
No,
he kept saying that shit. Listen, even though she's a slut, even though he's talking about look how she hold that mic, Deborah Temple, you funny as hell, because I picture it too. I damn near was about to look down out of the way she holding that mic. I was about to look down like, Lena, go ahead. Shit. You funny for that, Deborah. You funny for that. Deborah, never mind. I ain't even finna. I'm gonna be respectful. How you peep that? Anyway, what was that? Adam done, even though she's a sex worker, even though she's fucks on camera for a living, even though she sells her body, basically. She sells the idea of you being able to touch her. She sells her body. It's still a form of selling sex, right? For a living. She wants reassurance. A woman wants reassurance. You said you're her man, her husband. You're supposed to be able to. This is what she want. I ain't doing it. That's why I ain't marrying no goddamn sex worker. But this is what she wants. He keeps insinuating and making jokes that they're never gonna be together and it ain't gonna last until after we get divorced and all. Once she divorces me, all that shit, right? Like,
industry look at that, and even women inside the porn industry kind of look at them as like lower class because of the fact that they fuck on camera. There's probably a whole world of women who will never want to date me once we divorce.
Whether he joking or not, to her, that's no reassurance.
Much younger man having, a 25-year-old NLE Choppa type under her arm. Myself, probably.
You just broke up with me in the future?
No,
She out of there. Yeah, Deborah, I ain't no. Never mind. Anyway, she's out of there. She like, listen. Every woman, even the stone cold scumbag, cum catching, foot dragging, bust it open, neighborhood thought, super duper, taking off for the team, train, team member, whatever, bukkake, all that bullshit y'all be talking. If she still want to come home. She still want to be hugged. She still want to be held. She still want to be reassured. Adam ain't gave her none of that. I'm not saying she should. I'm not saying who deserve it and who don't. I'm just saying what she wants as a woman. Bitch, Adam don't want to do none of that. Adam like, bitch, you just had 30 dicks in you. I was one of them, but shit, you just had 29 more dicks and 29 more skeets. He want me to hold you? I already done skeeted and you gave you a baby. I did all that shit in the beginning. Bitch, I'm over you now. Like, for real, like, now you just go make that money. Go bust it open, bring back that money. We gonna sit down and talk business. I don't think Adam was ever emotionally attached. And if he was, he knew she wasn't gonna stop fucking. So he was like, okay, I'm cool with it. I'll get into porn too. It was just, to me, it was doomed from the start, bro. To me, personally, it was doomed from the start. This is why I can't tell you what to do. Run them likes up. We need 2 more likes, y'all. We need 2 more likes. Run them up, please, because we about to get up out of here. If we don't get them, cool. We ain't trying to like farm. But if you're here and you're watching and you know you haven't hit that like button, it don't cost you nothing. Go ahead and run them likes up. We would greatly appreciate it. No matter how strong the attraction may be, if her activities I couldn't do this, bro. I could not do this. I couldn't do it. That could never be my woman. I don't give a fuck how much my heart keep telling me she the one. Nigga, she fucks, sucks, plays with her vagina, uses her feet. She underarming niggas meat. She got a nigga underarm. She got her underarm on a nigga meat, and a nigga fucking her underarm. Nigga like, oh, bitch. Like, it's all kind of shit. Like, I could never, because I know I can't deal with that. I don't even want, listen, I'm the kind of nigga, I'm not too fond of male friends. What you mean that's your friend? I'm the one that they call a friend, and I'm fucking. Oh, he's just like my brother. I knew him so long, and that's how long I've been fucking. So no, I don't trust a male friend. No, fuck all that. I'm your male friend. Your blood brother and your blood cousin is your male friend. Them your male friends, bitch. What are you talking about? All these niggas want to fuck. Whether now or later. Whether they upfront about it or they play a shoulder to cry on at a vulnerable moment 18 years down the line. When you fat and old and no other nigga wants you now. They still gonna fuck. He probably ain't gonna wife you now, but he still gonna fuck. Like, damn, I wanted her when she was fine back in high school. It's all right. It's okay, baby. See what I'm saying? Like, you can't, man. Different strokes, different folks. I would have never done it. I don't I can't do it. Not with one that I'm loving, calling, claiming and making my wife. Even my girlfriend, I couldn't do it. I might call her my girlfriend. If she wanted to do that, I might call her my girlfriend, but I'm strictly going to be in it for the bread. I ain't even finna pretend. I'm going to be in it for the bread. So if it's any of you ladies that out there that do OnlyFans that want to put it in my pocket and we just pretend that we're together, I'm not going to kiss you in the mouth. I'm not going to kiss none of your skin because it probably been skeeted on. We're not having unprotected sex. But I can get on social media and be like, yeah, this my baby. Yeah, get it. We getting that money. I'll do you like Sauce Walker. I'll brag about how much money you make me. That's it. Like, if any woman, hey, sign on. Applications, hit the Discord, motherfucker. Other than that, shit. The fuck? This shit was never, for me, this would never work. You could say it was doomed from the beginning. In my opinion, it was. We don't know what went on in their household, but I ain't gonna lie. I just didn't think it was a genuine relationship ever. I didn't think she would leave him based on the fact that, well, women know it's always a man out there, and I'm gonna use this terminology. Take it how you want. It's always a sucker out there that's gonna handcuff and hold you close no matter how many dicks you sucked. No matter how many penises you've been impaled by, there's always a sucker that's gonna tell you to come home to daddy. I'll love you anyway. She knows she on her last leg of looking like this. Like this the best she gonna look from here on out. She knows that. She got to get rid of Adam. She got to find somebody else to take care of that pussy. I don't know if she want to fuck no more. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if she want to get plugged. I don't know if she want to leave the sex industry. I don't know what it is, but she's done with Adam. That body ain't finna get no better. So she got to go ahead and break loose from him, get who she gonna find, get out there on the market, make herself available before she get too old and she get stuck with this motherfucker who she probably has grown to hate. She probably has grown to hate Adam for real. What started out as being okay and, well, who needs love? Fuck, love is just a fictitious idea. And she probably was on some shit like that and like, yeah, we're business, we're good for each other, and just saw that they work good together and thought that it was going to be all right. She could just ride off into the sunset. It went from liking him, everything was okay, to I really hate this motherfucker. He a coward. Well, I don't know if he a coward, but that Jason Love shit probably made her think he a coward. Like he ain't do no manly shit. He ain't crafty. He don't build nothing. You know what I'm saying? She probably like, all you want to do is fuck and talk shit about the video game and hang around gangbangers all fucking day. Look at how, even though she's a slut, just look at how she dressed. And still it's like conservative sluttish. It's like conservative slut. You know what I mean? It's like, even though she dressed like that, Adam looked like a big ass kid. Adam looked like an old ass little boy compared to, I don't know, she do look like an old ass schoolgirl too. I might be tripping. Uh-oh, my bad, y'all. I'm tripping. I am tripping. We done broke the glass. I appreciate y'all. Let's go. We done broke the motherfucking glass, motherfucker. Let's go. Done broke the glass, man. Let's go. 100 likes. How the fuck we did a shout out y'all, man. Most aggravating chat in the game. Most appreciated chat in the world. We done ran it up to 100 likes, man. Let's go.
Aggravating as hell, man.
Y'all so aggravating, man, but y'all so appreciated. Remember, man, always remember, no content creator is nothing without the support of the people, man. We can't watch our video 100 times, 1,000 times, 10,000, 100,000, a million times. We can't like, share, subscribe. We can't do all that over and over to our videos, bro. We can't. It's not possible unless they got bots, and then YouTube will find out that you got bots, and I think you'll get like kicked off of some shit. Like, you can't bot. Especially on a monetized channel. You can't bot. The fuck? I don't think you can. I don't even want to know if you can, but nigga, the fuck? Now we at 106, man. Run it up. Keep running them likes up before we get up out of here, man. We only got like 3 more minutes. I told y'all it was going to be a short one. I actually stayed longer than anticipated, which I always do. But shit, it's 1:30 now, and 2 o'clock is around the corner. I got business to take care of, man. I appreciate y'all. Let me show some love to the chat. Of course, there's much more to be said about all of these scenarios. We can discuss anything else in deeper detail in the Discord. You know what I'm talking about? So join the Discord if you want to know how to get in the Rumonati Network Discord. Go to the main page of this channel, right above the subscribe button, and right next to that big ass logo, you'll see the Discord. And you'll also see 2 more links right there. The link tree takes you to all the socials, the pay and the merch. The PayPal is open for donations, along with the Cash App, $ the Rumonati Network on Cash App, $ the Rumonati Network, and the Super Chats as well. But we are about to go ahead and get out of here, man. So them Super Chats, if they ain't coming now, cool. Understood. Respect. Thank you. But the chat is open, the Cash App is open, so is the PayPal. Other than that, though, man, it's been a good one. I appreciate y'all, man, staying active. Let me show some love to the chat before we get up out of here. Let me show some love to the chat before we get up out of here, man. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all for running them likes up, y'all. I appreciate it. One last top 10 roll call. Number 1, we got Anonymous 1. Number 2, we got Mike from the Ville. Number 3, we got XZ57. Number 4, we got Deborah Temple ZTU. Number 5, we got Gio Roman 7848. Number 6, we got Miss Duval 6986. Number 7, we got Shada Saz. Number 8, we got Slim Jones McEasy 1. Number 9, we got XO Mills OX. And number 10, we got Delightfully DRC. And then number 11, honorable mention, we got Michelle Keller. Super duper salute to y'all and much appreciation. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. For sure. Now let me show some love to the chat before we get up out of here, man. The most aggravating chat in the game, most appreciated chat in the world, man. I swear, y'all so aggravating as hell, man. Y'all so aggravating, man, but y'all so appreciate it. Shay, up out of here. Shay, do your thing. Super duper salute to you. Have a good day. Have a great day. Matter of fact, we'll go out there and accomplish more than you already set out to. Scotty Williams says, damn, I'm late to the party. It's all good. Scotty, you know what I'm talking about? We will be back later. Anonymous says, Deborah, love you too. Sis Deb says, oh, okay, she's showing love. Anonymous. Oh, Gio Roman says, shout out to the fam. I'll be in the Discord for sure. We're going to get in the chop it up section of the Discord after this. If you guys want to chop it up, no talk about. Shay says, see y'all later. Salute, Shay. Big Face 901 says, Adam seems like he gets high off hard drugs and pays this chick no mind. Damn. Anonymous 1 says, we real here. We don't not. Oh, right. We hit the like and be real. Facts. Let's go, Anonymous. Ralphie, what's up with it? Ralphie, Gio Roman, salute to you. Cleveland Williams says, 106, champ. Yeah, we done made it. My brother, we made it. Stephen Riddle says, who are these people? Just a couple people that we was looking at. Big Crit says, they swingers. People like that are weird. Man, they definitely swingers. Damn, Mint Condition had a song said, you send me swinging. Oh, you send me swinging. Hold on, bro. What they meant by that? John Doe says, Adam a goofy. Anonymous 1 says, Sharon is not caring on some things. That's a fact. XS says, of course, plus I think he's bisexual. He was talking to @Big Kurt. What happened? Big Kurt says, oh, so Adam gets no lashes for being weird too? That nigga XS is stupid, man. Deborah Temple says, Lord, I'm done. Mike from the Ville says, Crit. Or is it Kurt? Am I reading that shit wrong? Equal opportunity here. They was meant for each other. And they was made for each other. Because she couldn't be mine, bro. Couldn't be mine. Couldn't do it. Vondell Faison says, amen. Deborah Temple says, facts. Big Kurt says he just as dirty. Anonymous says, thank you, Miss Deborah. Hugs. John Doe says, who you loving? Who you want to be hugging? Riding on your Ninja Honda with Tanisha and Rhonda. Huh? Deborah Temple says, Anonymous 1, oh, welcome back, Athon. What's up with it, Athon? Athon and Young Jesus. Hey. Athon and Young G. Vondell Faison said, that part. John Doe says, I don't even trust my dad around my hoes. Deborah Temple says, not the feet, man. She using her feet. She using every part of her body. Every crack, crevice, every goddamn, man. Shay says, my husband won't let me have guy friends. That's a good husband because he knows the intentions of a man. It ain't that he don't trust you. It's the niggas around you. The niggas is not going to stop throwing shots. The niggas is not going to stop trying to smash. They're not. It don't matter how much they say they respect your relationship. They're not going to stop trying. All you got to do is make one little joke. You could be like, man, this sandwich got too much meat. Shit, that's what she said. I don't want that. I don't want that slice of pizza. It's too big. Oh, shit, you want to find out? We'll make it work. My bad. My bad, y'all. I didn't mean to hit the button. But so yeah, man, he right, because all niggas just trying to fuck. Even if they not, they are eventually. Fuck that. Nigga trying to fuck. Stay away from my girl, my wife, the women in my family, nigga. Fuck that. No, nigga. Fuck that. You trying to smash? No, nigga. Hell no. Mike from the Ville say Knicks in 4. Cleveland Williams says 102 likes. Big Kurt say not saying you, just in general. Oh, he said, so why have a family if y'all gonna be like that? I like that. Deborah Tibble says, right, she just content. Whoa, 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 whoa. Beep, beep, beep. I like that. Xavier says, I'm wondering why YouTube let him keep his platform with all that criminal activity that goes on. People getting jumped outside and stripped naked. Adam working for them people. He working for them people, huh? Mel says, did you see the divorce between Lena and Adam coming? Cleveland says, I got in and sent the light just now. Facts. I remember that. Did I see this coming? Shout out J Boss. I see you, J Boss. Did I see this coming? It's easy to say, yeah, man, I knew it. I'm gonna say no, because once he allowed her to do that Jason Love scene, that basically gave her the thumbs up to go out and play and still have someone to come home to and still be able to have the title, because sometimes women just like titles and they stay in shit for titles and shit. She still had the title. I didn't see it coming, but I can see how it didn't happen, though, being that Adam probably isn't reassuring, at least in public. She needs reassurance. He isn't affectionate. He's not doing all the things that a woman, regardless of her choice of profession or her choices of activities with her body, she's not doing the things, he's not doing the things that a woman would want, man. And so I didn't see it coming, but I'm not surprised that it happened. I'm not surprised that it happened, but shout out to y'all, man. We're going to get up out of here. I'm going to shoot some, read the rest of these chats, and we gone, y'all. We gone. Xavier says, anonymous, I watch that show all the time. Mike says, got to close that window, males. Keep them sexuals. Oh, wow. Anonymous says, Gio, I guarantee males would be a hoop. Males with the 20 versus 1. Uh-oh, shit. That was a question that you could use for a poll question. It's over, Mel. We finna shut down. But that was a good one. Mel should go on Pop the Balloon. Deborah Temple. That's what she said. Mel says, all you got to do is say hello, and here comes a sexual innuendo. Oh, I see why Mike said what he said, but that's funny and true, though. Like, hello. Yeah, I couldn't even think of a joke. They not going to stop making jokes. Slim Jones says, Mel, cuz, how was your date, sis? Right. How was the date, nigga? But yeah, Deborah Temple says, I love that song. Blessings, Ruminati. Great show. Man, blessings to you. Thank you. Oh, it's Kurt. Yeah, okay, for sure. Anonymous, show you my brother Robert Bryant, Adam 21. He's a wife is a peace star. That's all we need to know about their relationship. Facts. Off tomorrow, so I'll be here all day, Slim Jones says. Shout out, much love to the Ruminati family. Shout out to y'all. Anonymous says, we a family of diversity, Slim. Facts, bro, facts. Just like my real life family, bro. That's my real life family. That's my real life family. Diversity, bro. But listen, y'all, we gonna get up out of here. Much love. Thank y'all for rocking out, bro. Thank y'all. Great show. I feel good. We rocked out. We had fun. We did our MFing thing. Y'all went crazy in the comments. Thank y'all for running up them chats, running up them comments. Thank you to the mods. Thank you to the OGs, the supporters. Everybody is family, bro. You know, we still got the mod call out if anybody's interested. Y'all know to get at the Discord, but I mean, right now, I think we good with what I don't know. It's up to we're. Oh damn! I forgot to see. I forgot. See, that's my dumb ass. Anyway, we're gonna get up out of here, y'all. Oh shit, it's 1:49. Much love, super duper salute. Hey, like my bro said, I reserve that. Run that motherfucker back. Like my bro said, I reserve the right to be wrong. That's the only room for human error. Will never set you out on purpose. And like I say, I identify as a multimillionaire. They got to give us a cash register if they got a bathroom. We need a register, nigga. Other than that, it's Ruminati Network, man. Y'all have a great day. Go out there and over-accomplish whatever it is y'all set out to accomplish. Have a great rest of y'all day. Keep y'all energy up. Don't let nobody bring you down. Don't let nobody get a rise out of you. Move with dignity. Move with diligence. Move with respect. Keep yourself grounded, bro. Don't let nobody get the best of y'all. Control your own shit, man. We out of here, Ruminati Network. Let's motherfucking go.